it's not a fantasy. Now you and your friends can compete in the sport of kings and win big with Stable Duel. Get the app, pick your horses, and get in on the thrill of horse racing with daily games competing against other players. Bring home the glory and the cash and move up the annual leaderboard while you leave your competition in the dust. Get in the game with Stable Duel. Play, race, win. What's up, guys? What's up? Bree Mott here. I got Leo next to me. What's up, Leo? How you doing?
What's up, Bree? How we doing tonight?
I actually am kind of super excited for this. I am super excited for this. Sports gambling chatter, horse racing chatter. I feel like this is going to be like laid back. This is not a handicapping show, guys. We're bringing new people into Stable Duel. Leo has been playing, but tonight's the night that he's going to win. I know it is. I can feel it.
That's right, baby. You know how we do it. I'm Captain Clutch over here. The second you guys put me on the spot, that's what I do. I'm coming through. I got the lineup ready to go. I was looking over all the data I could find. I was going through the Stable Duel app, fired up, ready to go. Feel pretty good until one of my horses got scratched, but then I found an adequate replacement. So let's go.
Good. All right, so let's start from the beginning because like we said, this is, if you are brand new to Stable Duel, this is the show that you want to watch. So Stable Duel is the best game out there in horse racing, the newest way to get involved and the best way to get involved in horse racing if you never have before. I know a lot of sports gamblers out there. I'm not going to say you're scared because you guys don't want to ever say you're scared. I get that, but you may or may not have feelings about getting involved in horse racing. Well, Stable Duel is the best way to do it because low risk, and even if you're losing, you can still win. Right, Leo?
That's right. I mean, I'll tell you what, being a sports bettor, you have to worry about unit size. You got to get, it can be definitely nerve-wracking, especially early on. You're already ready to go, aren't you? Yeah.
We talked about happy hour. It is 5 o'clock. It's happy hour. I got my koozie, which, by the way, if you get last place tonight, I will send you a koozie. So, yeah, I'm ready to go. Where's yours?
Right here. I'm ready to fire, baby. I got that guava kiwi.
Oh, my gosh. Guava kiwi? Do you even know what a guava is?
Absolutely not, but it's downright delicious.
All right.
But no, it gets nerve-wracking when you're talking about unit size because once you're going into something new, you always expect to lose early on or expect, the beginner's luck, and then it wears off. And so you get a little bit worried about what you should make a unit size and stuff like that. But that is the beauty of Stable Duel. You go on the Stable Duel app. You can play tonight for $3. $3. You can't even get a large coffee for $3 unless you're rolling at Cumbies.
Oh, look, it's less than both of these. I thought I had a 5 in there, but I don't.
Just casually just showing off. Bree Mott
making it rain with that $30 right there.
Yeah, real nice. Way to rub it in, all right? Who uses cash anymore, all right?
I know, COVID days. I mean, I'm a wheeler and dealer. So, okay, back to the app. So Stable Duel, you download the app. It's on iOS, on Android. It's very similar to like the fantasy football, which I know many of you know. So you would create a team, your stable of 10 horses within the salary cap. So you've got $50,000 to spend on horses. And as you've got odds in sports gambling, you've got odds on each horse in one race. So the favorites are going to be lower. So you're looking at the 2-to-1, the 4-to-1s. They're going to be more expensive. That makes sense, right? The better players, more expensive. Same with the horses in each race. So you've got to kind of develop a strategy so you can pick the favorites, but you can't pick 10 favorites. You're going to run out of money. So you've got to pick a couple of the expensive ones and then even it out with middle of the range, like $5,000, and then maybe like one $50 horse. And the whole point is you want your horses to finish closest to the first place, to the winner as possible, because you get points for first through fifth. But you can get negative if your horse is dead last and gets beat by like a crap ton of lengths, okay? Yep. So you don't want that. So even if you get fifth, you can get points, which is why we say even if you're losing, you can still win. And speaking of first time out, Leo, so a guy, I saw on Twitter today, we are great about interacting on Twitter, guys, so hit us up on Twitter. Played for the first time today, so shout out to Dylan in case he is watching. He literally won a Tampa Bay game first time he played. So I know I was waiting. Not the experience you had, but You can do the beginner's luck first time out. So it's there. It's there. But
you're loving harping on it, huh? I'm ready to go. I'm ready to fire tonight.
We got somebody in. $3. Okay, you've twisted my arm. Perfect. We'll twist arms all day. $3. I mean, that's not a big twist. So get in the game. Let's see. We have an hour until first post. So every game locks at the first race. Pay attention to the clock in the app so you don't get locked out. And remember, you need 10 horses to submit your stable and get in. So if you have 8, you ain't playing. If you got 9, it's not happening. You need 10 horses. All right. So Leo, what else? What are some ins and outs? Oh, you've been using the horse detail screen. So what do you use the horse detail screen for?
Yo, horse detail screen is absolutely fantastic. I'm actually going to pull it up for you guys right now. Whip this bad boy out because that was 100% what I was relying on here. I am brand new to the horse racing scene, just like everybody else, or maybe not like everybody else, but like a majority of people. But the horse racing screen, I want to pick a good horse, though, so I don't look ridiculous. All right, so this is going to be one of my horses. It is Proposition. You can see right here, it's kind of you can see that he's run 9 races. He's finished first twice, finished second place 2 times, and lifetime earnings. You can see that. You can see what he's been doing lately. I mean, it's perfect. It's everything that you want. It's all the information that you get on those massive, massive books right there on one little screen. Yeah, those things.
This is a lot. We know it is. This is a ton. I don't even know which way we're going, but you know what I mean. But yeah. So, and what did you learn today? So what does PP stand for? Not future, but
past results?
Performances.
Damn it. I knew that.
Okay. That's okay. So that's what we call the statistics in the horse racing world. So they're called PPs, past performances, and the StableDuel app has them in there for you so that you don't have to go to any of these crazy sites and get this Bible that you don't even know what you're reading. It is super, super simple in the StableDuel app. That's what he was just showing, the horse detail screen. And we also provide a speed rank. So in comparison to all of the horses in that race, you can tell if this horse is the fastest compared to them. So it would be like 1, which means it's the fastest out of the bunch, and so on and so forth. Now, just because they have a speed rank of 1 does not mean that they're going to win. Some horses are speed horses, so they'll come out really hot, and then other ones are closers, so they might get run down because they're later runners, okay? So, but if you want to go by the speed rank, go by the speed rank. It might do you well. So that's on there, the horse detail screen, which he was showing you. And we've also got the risk factor. So that number comes from like how much you're spending from your salary and how well the horse is going to do in comparison to the winners. So you can go by that. Leo, you really like that risk and it's low, medium, high. You use that in a bunch of years, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I used to play FanDuel, DraftKings, the usual stuff. And the way that I used to build it up was I would look for that one really cheap player so I could get one really expensive player. And then I'd use a bunch of medium guys. And I'm still trying to take that approach right now in StableDuel. But to be fair, I'm still trying to develop an official philosophy when it comes to StableDuel. But I always feel like if you can just hit on a couple of those average guys, you're good to go. If you can find that one really cheap dog that, you know, is gonna help out your lineup, then everything else is completely free.
Yep. And again, back to you don't have to win every single race to win the game. For tonight's Penn National game starts at 6. You guys have plenty of time. That's why we started this at 5, so that if you are tuning in for the first time, you got time to download, to create your account, and then to pick your stable of 10 horses or a couple. I mean, some people do like 3 different stables, depending if you want to flip up some horses. It's $3. That's less than a $10 bet. We all know that you do a lot more than a $10 bet on a Wednesday. Okay, so the Tampa Bay, oh, nope, that one already went. So Penn National, our BTV Degenerate Special is tonight. Again, $3 entry. The winner is taking home $75, okay? $3 to $75, a whole night of entertainment with these 2 beautiful faces, beer in hand. You can't get that value. Oh, sorry, a guava juice in hand. You can't get that value.
Celsius, please get it right, all right? What is wrong with the guava?
I don't know what's wrong with guava. I don't even know where guava comes from. Anyone who's listening, if you know where guava comes from, please tell us. All right, we got look for race with the most scratches. That's where you'll find value. Absolutely. So a scratch, this is another learning moment. Leo, you had a scratch today. So horses will scratch before the races. And if they do, you got to make sure to go back and replace them. If you have 3 or more scratches in the Stable Duel app, it's deemed an incomplete stable. So you're kicked out. You will get refunded. Don't worry. But pay attention to scratches. And sometimes like scratches can happen during the races, which actually is sort of an opportunity. You can use that horse value that you had and then buy another one. So you went back and you replaced your scratch, yeah?
Yeah. I went right in. I dove back in. I was actually ready for it because I got burned on it the first couple times. First couple races that I played, and I got sick of the stupid scratches, got heartbroken by it, and I said, you know what? I got to be ready to go. I need my replacements ready. I was fired up. I knew who I wanted. I was like, right here. Come on.
I got you. Yeah, sometimes you get to pick kind of a better horse that you like didn't really realize, or with the scratches, sometimes the favorite scratch. And because we are based on the morning line odds, like you actually can pick a horse that is more likely to win once that favorite's taken out, like once the MVP's out of there. I mean, it's kind of open season. Yeah. So, all right, cool. Well, do you want to go? So we're going to have a few guests, and I have a surprise guest coming on later, which I didn't even tell you about.
We got a surprise guest?
We do. That person will come at the end. But we're going to have Blackjack, which we all know. He's a huge sports gambler. He's killing it in the NHL world. I don't know. He gave me a statistic. I'm sure he'll ramp it up when he gets on here. But we're bringing him on. And then we're going to bring Dave Bush from Bush Racing. So he's definitely a horse guy. He runs horses at Penn National. So he can kind of give you some fun insight into the racetrack itself. Or if you have any crazy racetrack questions, he's your man. And then you've got XFL Jim from BTV. Now, guys, I just checked this guy out. If you have not gone to the Better Than Vegas website, you should go right now and search XFL Jim. So Better Than Vegas. Actually, I'll let you take this. Tell me all about Better Than Vegas.
I'll tell you what, man. Better Than Vegas. We are a video-based company. It is very, very simple. Just imagine a YouTube that is specifically for sports betting, for all the degenerates, all right? Yeah, we have some cappers on here that, consider this to be a profession and they take themselves extremely seriously and they're ready to go. And then you have guys like XFL Jim that are literally chest hair hanging out. The guy's flowing everywhere. He's drinking a beer. He's spilling it all over his face. He's giving you 2 picks and a parlay every day. But either way, it is absolutely fantastic. Anything that you want. We have all different kinds of bettors that are posted on the website right now. And we are having a huge March Madness event that I can't wait to plug. I'm fired up, guys. There you go.
Do you see my basketball back there?
Oh, look at that.
I got a little hoop. Got a little hoop too.
Oh, no way.
Gotta loosen up the arm some days. So go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted. Continue.
I'm sorry. I'm completely distracted. I'm waiting for the invite now to Stable Duel headquarters next time.
Oh, yeah. No, this is the place to be. I pretty much live here. It's fine.
Yeah, you got a beer. You got the basketball hoop. What else you guys want?
We'll start there. We'll give you like the tour another day.
Listen, as long as y'all break out the Celsius, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
March Madness, huge event. 64 cappers going head-to-head. It is going to be a $5,500 prize pool. Every single round that you advance, you are going to get paid. This is completely free to do, ladies and gentlemen. Why have you not done it? What are you waiting for? You have a chance to go head-to-head with either your friends, tell your friends about it. Doesn't matter. This is completely open to the public. You could get matched up against a capper like me in the first round, which would suck for you. But it is going to be a phenomenal event. We cannot wait for it. There are only a few slots left. All right. If you are interested in joining, go to @BTV Cash Tickets on Twitter. It is pinned right there. Just click the link. It's a quick sign-up sheet, nothing crazy. Or just go to betterthan.vegas. It is right there, the big headline that says enter now. Just click that red button. Pretty simple, guys. We made it as simple as humanly possible. Oh, look at that.
There we go. Look at that. There we go. There's the Twitter. There's where it's at. Yeah, I mean, if you guys are into handicapping, I mean, if you're into money,
it's free. What else do you people do? Stop lying to yourselves. I'm sick of the closet bettors. Come out of the damn closet already. It's March Madness. It's okay. We all know you're being a degenerate. We all know you're not working during work, okay? That's ridiculous. You're doing the same thing me and Bree are doing, going over stats and numbers and getting ready for fun stuff. Put yourself in front of a camera and let's go. Put yourself against the best.
Absolutely. And so, which is why we're doing this as well. We've got a horse racing page on the BTV website. So if you are a capper and you've got good picks, sign up for an account. Again, it's totally free to sign up. You're just posting videos and sharing. And there are a lot of people out there like that want to learn about racing. And so you could be the one to teach them, and people could follow you. They could follow you on Twitter. I mean, lots of things to do. And we could bring you on a live stream like this. So more reasons to get onto BTV, put in an account and make some videos. Yeah. So other thing that we're going to talk about is where you can watch the races. So half of the fun in Stable Duel is obviously seeing your horses in the race, seeing how they do, talking shit amongst your friends, and then determining where your points are coming from. So if you can't watch on TV, I know a lot of people have cut the cord, all these different things, you can go and sign up for a free account at NYRABets.com, and you can watch every single race on that platform for free. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to bet anything. Obviously, betting is half of the fun here. But first, sign up for an account. Check it out. You can watch the Penn National races for free on NYRA Bets. It's scrolling down there, NYRABets.com. And then you can see how your horses are doing live. And that's what we're going to be doing. So we're sticking on here from 6 to 7. So the first race is at 6. The next one is around 6:30. So we're going to see how Leo does at 6. We're going to see how Blackjack Stable does at 6. And then we're just, you know, we're going to see who is the better capper in this situation. But we're doing it through NYRA Bets. Huh?
All right. No. I like it. I got a few words for Blackjack in a little bit. When
he's coming on soon. He's coming on. I'm sure the words.
Bring that handlebar in here.
All right. So NYRABets.com, that's where you can watch the races if you're brand new to this. Again, completely free. It will ask you to create an account. Don't worry about it. It's like a regular betting site, but you don't have to gamble. Again, we'll get you to gamble. That's what we're here for. But sign up for an account, NYRABets.com, so you can watch Penn National with us tonight for the BTV Degenerate Special. And with that, are you ready to bring Blackjack on?
Bring him on, man. I'm ready to go.
All right, Blackjack. Where you at, bro?
What's happening, everybody?
I was not ready.
How are you? Listen, I got a disclaimer for XFL Jim. I was like, well, I've got Blackjack, so.
Dude.
I don't know what the hell an XFL Jim is, but.
Oh,
wait,
man.
Just wait.
That is beautiful. Where do I get a hat like that, man?
The Mall of America in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
All right. I'm not flying that far.
Can't you come up with like a good Western story?
It's the Boot Barn. Listen, I was driving across Canada and we had to get clothes. It was too long of a road trip. So we stopped at the Mall of America to get clothes on a cross-continent road trip.
Oh, that road trip. Oh, and you got your money blazer on, so you're ready to make some money tonight, yeah?
Goddamn right I am. I always am.
But wait a second, because now I got a couple questions. Excuse me. First of all, sir, where is your Stable Duel koozie?
I don't use koozies. The beer's not in the can long enough to get warm.
Okay, that's an acceptable answer.
He does drink seltzers too, so you two can compare your seltzers.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever tried the guava, dude?
I don't think I've tried that brand, no.
Guaranteed to tickle the twine, man. Highly recommend it.
I like it. Okay.
The twine. Oy. All right. So, hey, Blackjack, tell us how your NHL's running here. I feel like I'm like promoting you half the time because I'm pumped for your show.
I mean, listen, there is no handicapper in the world in any sport hotter than I am on the ice right now. All right. Starting this season, game 1, I am 68-45 in the NHL. It's 23 games over 500. That's absurd. That's playing every single day. Haven't missed a day. Nobody can generate more money than I can in hockey. It's just a fact.
All right, now I'm going to put you to the test here. I've had this conversation. Those records are beautiful, but here's the question. What's your ROI, my friend? Because you could be betting those big money line favorites, and the next thing you know, 23 games under 500, you're looking at even, man.
No. First of all, if you think that I'm betting anything that's ridiculous in terms of chalk, you're out of your mind, all right? And there's nothing over minus $1.50 in here, and most of them are not close to that. That's the beautiful thing about hockey, though, man. You don't have to do that in hockey, right? Because you can bet on the puck line, you can bet on the three-way line. There's different ways to bet this game, and that's why I think you get the advantage here that you don't necessarily get in other games.
I'm completely with you. I love the three-way line. I'm a big soccer bettor as well. I love the fact that it's usually three-way. Like you said, the puck line too, especially if you can find one or two plays that are going to be, around even money. Like Winnipeg last night. Winnipeg was minus 120. I looked at it. I said, yeah, I can get down with that. Look at it. You look at the puck line. It's plus 240. Next thing you know, you got a huge ROI there. You're feeling good in the morning. As long as you don't blow your load on the Senators like I did.
I mean, let me tell you, the Ottawa Senators in the last week have screwed me harder than any team in hockey because they were such a profitable team to fade, and now all of a sudden they've become a buzzsaw. But either way, we'll make adjustments. But tonight, for example, I love under 6.5 in Toronto and Edmonton. Toronto's won 2 in a row against Edmonton, shut them out both times. Tough to beat a team 3 times in a row, but you've got 2 very hot goalies in net tonight. And Edmonton has got to come out thinking we need points tonight. So under 6.5, Toronto and Edmonton tonight.
So, I mean, I love the idea. I love how you break that out. The problem for me becomes, dude, it's miserable. I mean, I don't know how people bet the unders in hockey. Hockey can explode in a matter of a minute where there's 3 goals and you're just like, cool. Or the worst experience ever is sitting there and it's like 4-2 and then one of the teams will be like, yeah, I'm going to pull my goalie for the next 2.5 minutes. And you're like, oh, my God. One side has a power play. The other side has an empty net, and I can't afford a goal to go in. Fantastic. Great time to be alive.
That's more of a concern for me with the 5.5 totals. But with the number at 6.5 here, I mean, I think we're looking at a game that's like 3-1, 3-2. I don't think we'll hit 6 tonight. So I'm not I don't know. I'm not sweating it too much. We'll see how it goes.
Good for you, my friend. What's your record in college basketball, and are you in for March Madness? That's the real question.
I mean, a real question. I don't know what the hell that means. But I will dabble in college basketball. I'll be honest with you. I haven't bet it much this year. This is a weird year in the NCAA with the way they're playing things. I mean, it's just not. I mean, I'm going to bet March Madness. Yeah, I'm going to bet it because it's going to be on wall to wall. So, what the hell am I going to do? Sit there like a jabroni and not bet it? But, it's not something I've been going to the well regularly on.
Got you. I wasn't talking about just normal betting. I'm talking, are you coming on to BTV? Are you going to put yourself against the cappers like myself for the March Madness event where we got a $5,500 prize pool? Are we going to see that pretty face and that beautiful cowboy hat on BTV for March Madness?
As the lady here can tell you from firsthand experience, anytime, anywhere.
Then this is the official challenge. Let's go. I want you signed up by the end of this show.
Hold on.
Oh, my gosh. Way to go, Leo. I may or may not have lost to him on a one-on-one betting tournament. And here comes the coaching.
Bree knows what this is. She tried to get it. She had a crack at it once, failed miserably.
I am ready.
You only get this.
I did
being the best in the world at
listen, I'm calling for a rematch. Now I know how they're done. Now I get the format, and I'm going to do it so that I don't have to freaking work while I'm going up against you. And then you're really going down, and I'm ready. And we're picking a different track too.
Anytime, anywhere.
Okay. All right.
Miss Bree, you have had your chance. I want that belt.
Ooh.
I am challenging you right now on this live feed. I want my chance at that belt. Come on, March Madness, me versus you. Whoever gets deeper in that.
We're gonna need a new belt.
This is
that belt's for horse racing.
This is a horse racing belt right here. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if you want to come to my turf, and take me on for 4 races at a racetrack, you name the track, you show up there in person, and I'll bring the belt.
We should do that, Leo, and then you guys can have your basketball competition too. So on this subject, because, you know, we're bringing Leo into this from, obviously, Leo, what is the craziest thing that you gambled on? I know you do cricket and tennis. What else?
Honestly, I love ping pong. It's so much fun.
Really?
Since the coronavirus has happened, ping pong was the only thing that I'm sorry, it's officially table tennis. Table tennis was the only thing that was on. It was the only thing to bet on. So I would sit there and like just all these guys are playing each other nonstop. It's a sport that doesn't stop. It starts at midnight in Russia and it goes till about like 11 p.m. So you got like an hour worth of sleep. Each match is about 10 minutes. I'm telling you, it is freaking exhilarating. These guys are each playing like 10 matches a day. There's different divisions. Like the odds are just ridiculous. You can get set betting now at some places like Bookmaker. Table tennis is just another level of fun. Highly recommend.
You just said that since the pandemic hit, it was the only thing on. We're running horses every day of the year.
True. Well, we're converting him.
You want odds. You will never get better odds gambling than you will at a racetrack anywhere.
So that's where I want to go with this. So blackjack, because we have this conversation all the time. We got to talk a couple different levels here. So we're going to talk about regular ADW wagering, NYRA bets, and we're going to talk about Stable Duel, because definitely Stable Duel, as you would agree, is the best way to get started and get in, and then also just supplement your regular wagering. But why wager horses versus sports betting?
The odds. I mean, number one, the odds are unmatched anywhere else in sports. We were just talking about hockey, right? And you were saying, you know, if you can get something close to even money, that's good. And it is. Even money in horse racing is the bottom of the barrel. I mean, that's the starting point. You know, everything goes up from there. And you know, for guys who maybe they bet sports and they like to play parlays, right? Things like that. Well, that's a pick 3, 4, 5, or 6, right? It's just a parlay, except you don't have to pick just one team. You get to pick multiple ones if you want to. So, I mean, it's the odds in racing, right? And it's the fact that, you know, what you were just talking about, Leo, with table tennis, right? About how quick it is and how exciting it is. That's racing, right? I mean, you're going out there, it's 2 minutes of hell. And then if you win, great. If you don't, right back to the drawing board for the next one. When you go to a racetrack, it goes by in a hurry. You know, it may be 5 or 6 hours total, but it goes by in a flash because you're going the entire time.
I have a dirty secret that may get me suspended from this.
You've never been to a racetrack?
Gosh.
I've never been to a racetrack, guys.
Where do you live?
Fine.
Huh?
Where do you live? What part of the country?
I'm in Massachusetts right now.
Ooh, that sucks. You don't have a track close. Well, Saratoga in the summer, I guess, would be a good.
Saratoga.
We're going to host you at Saratoga, and I'll tell you the experience is unmatched. You will be converted. Well, you're going to be converted here, but you'll be converted from there on out. But yeah, we'll host you. No worries.
I'm hearing that we're doing a live show in Saratoga.
Yeah. Or we're just going to hang out and gamble. I mean, we could do both.
Okay. You know. Sure.
No. So I had never seen a horse race until 2009. That was my very first. And same thing, like I just was so uninterested up until that point. And my first horse race was here in Kentucky at Keeneland. And even then, like I loved the industry and the business side over the actual sport and racing. But like once you start to learn about it and like, I mean, it's hard to get out of your system at that point. And you can go and just have fun. And to be honest, I probably didn't become a hardcore gambler, if that's what you want to call, until the last year. Thanks, Blackjack. I probably blame you for that. But part of it is just like enjoying the entertainment in general. And to your table tennis, I mean, they call it the most exciting 2 minutes in sports for a reason, for sure. So we'll start with Penn National tonight in the Stable Duel app. And so Blackjack, we're going to have Dave Bush is going to come on here pretty soon.
My guy.
We're going to pick his brain about the races. But so for your experience with Stable Duel, and for if newbies are listening, like why get in from Stable Duel? Like what's the pros of getting into the app, playing games that way, both on a gambling side and a horse racing learning side?
Yeah, I mean it's twofold, right? It's number one, it's an easy entree. So if you're new to horse racing, sometimes it can be a little overwhelming. Like it's kind of like learning a new language. Like reading a daily racing form to someone who's never picked it up before is like, you know, learning a different language. the app makes it super easy, right? You can click on each horse. You'll see their odds. You'll see their risk level. You'll see their record and how they've done in the last few races. So it's kind of like Rosetta Stone for horse racing, right? It'll there's your new slogan.
We might get a cease and desist, and we've had enough of those.
I just virtually trademarked that. But it's an easy entree, right? It'll help you feel more confident in knowing what you're doing. And as far as a money standpoint goes, I mean, listen, you don't need a lot of money to go to a racetrack. You can go with $50 and have a day. But the reality is, if you're going to be gambling, it's going to cost you more than what the entry into these contests will cost. So you can enter, like this Penn National game tonight. $3 gets you in. $3 gets you an entire night of action, and this card's going to go until 11 o'clock tonight. So you'll be covered for the better part of 5 hours. You'll have action throughout for $3. So, I mean, that's really the benefit is, you're getting a lot of action. You're getting a lot of bang for your buck here.
And to that point, like, you don't have to sit there and pay attention the entire time. You can watch the race, then go hang out with your significant other so that you don't get in trouble. And then they say, excuse me, I need to use the bathroom. You have to use the bathroom every 30 minutes. Okay.
What?
I mean,
listen, if your significant other is giving you a hard time for watching races on a Wednesday night, find a different significant other.
I'll tell you what, I've got things set up back here. I got another computer set up behind this computer, and I'll tell you what, I already got things set up. I got Naira Bets. It's a nice big screen. Naira Bets on one side. I got Clemson, Syracuse on the other. I mean, you guys got to be ready for this. So
are you for Clemson or Syracuse, though?
I'm on Clemson tonight. I also took the first half under, which is looking beautiful. But
I don't know that I believe you about that setup, because I don't think you have electricity in that house.
All right, hold on.
I know, it is a little dark.
Are we doing this by candlelight?
All right, so listen, I just moved to this apartment. This specific room, this light, for some reason, there's no light in this office. The only one is over here, and the only other one that I have is right here. So I've been trying to slowly figure out.
Yeah, leave that on.
I accidentally moved the whole head, and it just happened to work out perfectly now. So yeah, I probably should have figured that out.
Welcome to the live stream, Leo. We're so happy to see you.
You're like, the only thing I've got is this thing that makes it 1,000 times better.
All right, so hold on. If you rewind this, I was sitting here like a fool,
we saw
like this, like that. I couldn't figure it out. And before you came on, Blackjack, I'm sitting here trying to figure out my hair situation, and it was a mess. It was a mess.
You're worrying more about your setup than I'm worrying about mine. That's supposed to be my job. This little fro. All right, so Bush is here. Dave is here. Again, he knows his shit at Penn National. So if y'all have downloaded the app, again, we are a little less than 30 minutes. You got time to download the app, create your account, and again, pick 10 horses for the BTV Degenerate Special tonight. It's going to cost you $3. So you can put $10 into the app first time out, and you could play 3 entries tonight, 3 chances to win, 3 chances to beat Leo, 3 chances to beat Blackjack down there. And good luck beating Dave. He does pretty well here. So Dave, you ready? I'm bringing you on here, bud. What's up?
Let's do it. What's going on, guys?
How are you?
I'm doing well. How's everyone doing tonight? I was watching the show earlier, so all the bad things you guys said about me, I heard them all.
Oh, crap.
Dave is the patron saint of Pennsylvania horse racing.
Oh, jeez. A Blackjack, I tried to go find a cowboy hat, but I don't have one. So Mall of America for that. I would never guess that.
The Boot Barn.
The real question is, Dave, what are you drinking tonight?
I've actually got a Yingling, so in true Pennsylvania.
There we go. Cheers to the beer drinkers tuning in right now.
I'd have it in the stable
these
booth.
2 down here.
I'd be drinking it out of the stable booth koozie, but Bree hasn't sent me one of those koozies yet. So.
I didn't know. Okay, all right. DM me your address. I'll hook you up. I will hook you up. And again, whoever gets last place in tonight's contest, you are getting a koozie. So you win even if you get last place.
I like that.
And we're going to give away some Better Than Vegas things as well. Right, Leo?
Yeah, you know what? How about this? First one to comment in the comment section, let us know. We'll send you a BTV hat. They look real good. Even forward. They look beautiful.
There you go.
There we go. Still
All
working
right,
on
so
the camera
anyone
work.
that comments now, the first one up, you're getting a BTV hat. You can comment on YouTube. You can comment on Twitter, I think. Yeah, you can comment on Twitter. And you can comment on
Who wants
Facebook.
some BTV gear, baby?
All right, so I handicapped a portion of the card. I know Leo has already got his stable selected. But Dave, are you playing? You got your stable in?
Yeah, I'm in. Stable's in, so I'm ready to rock and roll. I was trying to work on a second, but I'm going to wait for some of your guys' picks because I saw earlier on Twitter that you already had the PPs printed out. So
that's right, I did. And where are you at, Blackjack? You got your stable in there?
I'm in. We're ready.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Well, so and what we've got one more person coming in. What, quarter of, Leo?
Yeah, quarter of. We got XFL Jim coming in, man. I don't know how we could possibly bet against this dude, but
oh, there we go. We got one.
Who we got?
Donnelly Racing. He's the first time out winner, I think, today. God, he's winning everything.
Donnelly Racing, what I want you to do is DM me on Twitter. If you have a Twitter, DM me at DGens_United. We'll get you some gear. All right, man?
Thanks for listening. Thanks for interacting. Okay. So again, we're going to keep this super new for people. If this is your first time getting into the Stable Duel app, if this is your first time looking at the horse races, see the thing scrolling down at the bottom. It's not a lot of fun if you can't watch your horses run. Ooh, that rhymed. So sign up for an account at NYRABets.com, and then you can watch the races live. We will be watching the first and the second race, and then we will probably get out of your hair. But get that account so that you can watch the races. Again, free. I mean, firstborn kid, but other than that, it's fine. All right, so let's just look at a couple of races. First race at Penn National. So it's a claiming race, $16,000. Not a lot of horses. So 6 horses are in this. I have not looked at scratches in case I get slapped in the face by Blackjack, because that's usually what happens when I talk about a horse that's scratched. But again, you've got to pick one. You have to pick 10 horses in your stable. So some of these races that have just a short field, which just means a small amount of horses. So 6 might be considered a short field. You have, 1 in 6 chances of winning that race. So this is probably a race that you should pick a horse in for your stable. Does that make sense? Okay. So I personally like the 6 here, Bush Latte. I'm going to throw some money on this thing. Morning line, 7-2, 7,500 in your stable. Third last time out, but the one before that is with a new trainer. Before those 2 races, I think that this one has a shot to win. Good workout, yada, yada, yada. Who do you have, Leo? Who's the one you got in here?
Which race are we talking about here?
Oh, you got Loon. You got the number 3. That's who you had. Yep. 3,000. Right.
I'm rolling with Loon here. It is a short field like we talked about. I know that he only has 1 first place finish in the 5 starts, but fairly cheap, $3,000. One of the average horses that I'm looking at here. You can get it at 8-1. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I'm just hoping that they place, and then some of the big horses will come through. But relatively decent chance at coming through and actually winning the race. So sign me up. Let's go, Loon.
Good thinking. Yep. Good thinking. Blackjack, where you at?
I went the same way. I took Loon here. I thought that this race was pretty wide open. I didn't love anybody here, but I thought that Loon, with only 5 starts, obviously the win to break the maiden. But then, horse went into Allowance Company, which is, for those who may not know, a step up from where we're at today in the claiming ranks. Didn't finish very well there, but now this is another drop down in class. Also, the workouts that Loon has had of late are pretty fast. So I think for $3,000, you're getting a good amount of value here on this in what I think is a wide open race.
Dave?
Yeah, I agree, guys. Wide open race, but I actually went the opposite. I couldn't pick a horse in this race, so I actually skipped it. And I know it's just a 6-horse field, and I kept going back to it, but there was no value in here. Loon probably would have been the value, but I just don't like him enough. I think the winner is either the 2 4 Swords on the big drop down or the 4 Suppress on the move up. That last race, he did get in some trouble, kind of checked out late. It was just before the 16th hole. Did get a little bit of trouble. it's a move up, but it's about the same horses that he was facing before. So if you ask me who is the winner, I would say it's going to be the 4 or the 2. But I didn't feel like there was any value. I mean, what were they? Something like $8,000, right?
Yeah, so you're looking at
8,000. I didn't like either enough. To spend that kind of money, you need to win.
Yep. See, and this is why Stable Duel is awesome. We've got some people picking in this race, some people not picking in this race. I'm excited to see this thing shake up. I mean, now I'm a little nervous about me actually betting on that horse, but that's okay. We'll move on. Let's go to race 2. Again, Penn National, the BTV Degenerate Special. This one is actually really fun. I had some fun handicapping, and I didn't really have like an outright pick, but I did have a value pick. I like the 5, and we're going to say aggressive. I like the 5 for a value pick. It's costing you $1,000. I think the stats are there. I moved to a new trainer. That would be mine for a value pick. Leo, where are you at in this one? Race 2.
This is one I'm actually going to take one of the favorites. I'm all over Proposition in this one. They have gone first or second in 4 of their 9 starts. Huge favorite. I really like this horse. I think that they're going to come through for me. Plus, I like betting on sports props. So Proposition, I'm figuring it's a sign from the heavens.
I like it.
Sign me up, coach. Let's go Proposition. Don't let me down.
Let's see there. Whoop. So you can see this is the horse detail screen in the app. 9 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds. I mean, low risk over there. We were talking about the risk factor. So yeah, take a look at the horse details if you guys are trying to pick. And fun fact over here, there we go. You can see that green binoculars up top to the, I guess the right maybe is what we're looking at. If you find a horse that you like or that won for you, like in the game, you can click that and you will be alerted the next time that horse is entered so you can play them again in the game. So super fun, especially if horses are winning for you and you like them a lot. Ooh, we've got 2 comments over here.
I like that.
Oh, is the connection? Oh, nope. They said the connection is fine. Sorry, guys. Check your Wi-Fi. I think our Wi-Fi is doing okay. Blackjack, who you got in race 2?
Again, I'm with Leo. Proposition to me is the horse you spend on.
You guys are so cute.
I think
this is the first time you're meeting.
Dude, I feel certified.
You spend the money on this horse, the 9,400. I like everything about Proposition here. First of all, the jockey-trainer combination, Tim Kreiser and Edwin Gonzalez, one that Dave knows very well. Over the last 12 months, when they are together, they win 39% of the time, which in horse racing is an astronomical amount. And this is a horse who 2 races back was in a claiming race at a level higher than this and finished second, is now on a very big drop. Proposition to me is the one you spend the money on here. I think this horse gets the job done today.
Yeah,
right, Dave.
I agree. I just want to know, Bree, what do you know about this horse that hasn't started in my math here? I don't know, 30 months?
Yeah,
what
Bree
do you know about this horse that we don't?
I said value pick. Okay, value pick. And I
November of 2018.
Bree's all over the 9-year-old never won 3 life. So I just need to kind of think that one through a minute. I don't know if I've ever created value in a 9-year-old life, but I like it. We're going to make it a trifecta.
I hope that this horse wins.
As well.
So, Bree, if you do know something, feel free. We have a little private chat here. Feel free to drop it. Still plenty of time to deposit into Diner Bets. And,
Leo.
I'm not going to lie. I think we're going to walk that one back. Okay. So let's just walk that one back.
November of 2018. It's a layoff.
I may or may not have seen the date. I was just looking at stats.
Since we're talking through what PPs look like and things to look at, that double line there, Bree, typically an indication that it's been more than 12 months.
I actually did not know that. See, can we see? There we go.
Got it. Yep.
There it is. Yeah, I did not know that.
12
I appreciate the lesson. I don't declare myself to be an expert. I declare myself to be a fan and a gambler. So take it for what it's worth. Just throw the 5 out. But if that thing wins, you know how hard I am going to shit talk after this. If that thing even places, you guys are in so much trouble.
I mean, if that thing wins, I don't even know what to say. I mean, then
you if that thing places, I want a video of you bowing down and saying, I'm sorry.
You'll get it.
Although I got to tell you, it is surprising only 10-1. Would have thought a lot
Value
higher.
pick, $1,000. All right. Oh, we got another one. Easy for me to say. Oh, we got a first pick in the first.
Okay.
They're going with the 5, $6,000. All right. Well, good luck in your stable. He's playing tonight. Let us know what your stable name is so we can keep an eye on you and see how you do.
That first
do you want it?
One. I mean, guys could make a case. I mean, you could make a case for almost anyone in that first race, honestly.
You could.
Right. Do we want to go to 3? Race 3. Am I starting? I don't know. I don't even know if I want to start here.
Race 3.
So I would spend the money on the 7, $9,000. Daredevil Carl. I actually love that the owner named the horse after him, I'm assuming. So the only thing is there is a long layoff, but I think that the horse is, still much the best. So I would spend the money, $9,000 for the 7.
Yeah, I went with the 6 here, Signor Ricci. Signor Ricci to me is a horse that's consistently in the money. Has run at this level a bunch of times and hits the board. I mean, in every race at this level, the horse has finished no worse than 3rd. And no worse than by 4 lengths. So a horse that's always in the mix is always there. And, 6-1 morning line, you're getting a little bit of value here. You're not going to pay a crazy amount. I would probably agree with you, Bree, that I think the 7 is the most likely winner of this race. But I feel like I'm not going to lose points with the 6 here.
You agree with me?
I think so.
Okay.
All
Continue.
Right.
That's where I'm at. 6, and you're Ricci.
All right,
Leo,
I'll
where
click
you at?
over here. This is one where we kind of talked about that early strategy where you're going to get 2 scratches in this race. So it does create a little bit of value. There's still 8 horses in this race, though. So I was sat here and I couldn't figure out who I was a huge fan of. And then I realized, you know what? I need a value pick here. I'm going to hope for the best. Give me 2 red cents, $50. Hope and pray that this horse does not get demolished. It's a medium risk. I see that they got 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and 17 races. I'm not overly confident in this one. Honestly,
it's a bad pick. It's a bad pick.
Listen, man, I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling with it. $50. And you know what? I'm very sad that we're not going to be able to watch this race together because it's going to be race 3. So it'll be right after we finish up. I'm going 2 red cents, baby. Go make me proud, little buddy.
And again, with your long shots, if this is the first time, you just want them to finish as close to the start, as close to the winner as possible, so they don't as close to the start.
That's the problem with this horse is in the last 2 races, this horse has lost those races by a combined 36+ lengths. So,
hey, listen,
we went down this road before. I recall that it was Blackjack and LaDuca going head-to-head on some horse that there was a side wager on, and I don't recall what was happening. But,
and he picked the horse that kept getting beat by crazy lengths, and the thing was, hit the board. I remember that because I was like, no shot.
I know I have a sense for when a horse is going to remember the feeling, okay? That's sometimes the horse remembers the feeling, okay? And that was the case that night. That's not the case with this horse.
I don't know, Leo. Leo might have a 6 cent. You don't know.
Go get him, little buddy. Make me proud.
All right, Dave, who you on?
Yeah, somehow I feel like Blackjack got like into the back end of the Stable Duel app and like stole all of my plays because 6 was one of my value plays in here as well. I really like the 6. I mean, last start I didn't go back and watch it, but the comments suggest he steadied into the turn. He's ultra consistent. The horses that I hate in these kinds of races are ones that have been in the condition over and over and over again. And so the one thing that I really like about him is he exited the Never Won 2 life, moved into Never Won 3 life. Even though the claim price was $5,000, that would be considered a step up in class. And he competed admirably. I mean, 3rd beat 4 lengths. If in fact he was steadied into the turn, then maybe he has an excuse there. And I think he's good value at 6-1 in this race, where personally between Daredevil Carl and there's a couple of other in here, More Thunder. I thought there was one other that I had looked at that looked like they all need the lead. Travel and Gamble in the 4. I have some question marks about Daredevil Carl off of the layoff, and so I felt like it was good value. Quickly though, because I know you guys got to bring in this XFL guy here before.
He's not here yet. He's not here yet.
He's still sleeping?
He's a wild card, man. You got to text him.
So Leo, I had to go to a $50 horse in here, and I went to the one Owen. I was light on money at the end. This horse to me is one that potentially could run up in the end and grab you maybe a fourth or a third or something like that. Much better value if I'm going to spend $50 personally than 2 red cents. But because I like these kind of deep closers in this type of a contest, sometimes work out for you. You know, they run up, they grab fourth, they grab third, and all of a sudden, you know, with a $50 horse, you're just trying not to lose a lot. So that was my $50 horse that I used tonight, Owen.
Leo, go in and change it to that one. That's the better $50 horse.
Baby.
Listen, this horse, Dave's right. This horse is a closer. If you look at where this horse's lines, always goes off at a massive price, but does not get killed. Has not been beaten by more than 8 lengths in the last 6 months. I mean, it's a horse that's in the mix.
Yeah, and I think he's breaking from the rail, so you know he's going to get to save some ground. He's going to be trailing the field anyways. And if it does set up the way that I think it will, which is the 4 going out to the lead, Daredevil Car going out to the lead, is he tight enough, given that he's been off since August? And then what was the one other one going out to the lead? More Thunder going to the lead. Does it set up for a horse like Owen to run at a big price?
You know, this is your guy, Brian Howard, writing this comment. Idiot, we've got a horse from Penn National. We own one.
That's right.
Okay, so back to
patron saint of free racehorses.
Back to a little bit of teaching here. So if you are in the horse detail, so Leo, here's your horse right here. So you can see over here, so down here, that's the last 5 races. You see the date that the horse ran, which track. So that's Penn National. So this horse has run at Penn National. The race, that's claiming races. So that obviously that's the class of race, the distance, dirt, obviously. And then, so finish. So the big number is where the horse finished. And then that small number is how many lengths that horse got beaten by. So if you all are looking at your horse detail screen for the first time, you can see that the horse finished 6th last time out. And I think was beaten by, I'm not even looking right there, but by 11 or whatever it is. So take a look. That's the lengths. If you have any other questions, you can see workouts down there. Obviously, the breeding, who owns, and then we talked about this before, but something as people are talking about how many lengths that they were beaten by, that's where you can see it in the app. All right. Where's XFL Jim here?
He is on the way. He got confused on Eastern time and Central time.
Here he is. Hold on. I gotta get down my downloads down here. Add to stream. What up?
Let's go.
Where are you?
What's up, everybody?
Where looks like you're sitting in front of like a keyboard.
I'm in my little dungeon right now.
What is
it's brighter than Leo's dungeon.
It's actually insane. It's like a blue wall. I'm just in my dungeon right now. I haven't set anything up.
Where's your cat? I see your little cat tent back there.
Oh, she's right here.
Meow. What's her name?
Her name's Jasper. Little beast.
Her name is Jasper. All right. I like it. Well, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. You got your stable. So we've got 7 minutes before race 1 at Penn National. So you got to select your 10 horses. Pay attention to the clock in the app because sometimes it can cut off before the race goes off. So if it does, you'll get locked out if you haven't submitted your stable. But you got your stable, Jim? You ready? You going to win?
I definitely did. And just before I came on here, like maybe 20 minutes ago, I had a horse scratch. So I got the update, and I was like, got to jump on that before I get on anything else.
See, when we do updates, if you turn your updates on, you'll get updates for scratches. If not, I mean, it's not our fault. You turned us off. You silenced us. We don't like to be silenced.
I would have just been screwed.
That's right. Well, so is this your first stable duel game?
This is my first time. I downloaded the app a couple days ago, and this is the first time I've ever done it. I just solely went off of names that I went with, just like when I usually go to the tracks.
I like it. Well, I mean, legitimately, that could beat some of our knowledgeable picks over here. So who do you have in race 4? Can you pull up your app and tell us who you got?
Yeah, let me see real quick. Boom, boom.
I mean, you have the ultimate hunch play, XFL Jim, in race 10 based on your cat. I mean, is this not scream you here?
Yeah.
Did anyone see this? Jasper K in race 10, like named after his cat?
We have a Jasper.
Yeah.
It's Jasper?
Jasper K. Oh.
Well,
20 to 1. So that 20 to 1 is only going to cost you $250 in your stable. So if you need a value pick off of a name, Jasper K is your guy, your gelding. Oh, here's a new one. Leo, do you know what a gelding is?
In race 4.
I have absolutely no clue.
It's when the boys get snipped.
Yeah, the most unkindest cut.
I could have really gone without knowing that. That's cool. Like,
listen, this is the learning 2 hours. Okay, I want to make sure that you know just about everything. All right, so you sat. Yeah, so you sat race 4 out, Jim.
Yeah.
Who do you have in the first 3? Since we've done all that, we want to know who you got.
Let's take a look. Let me see. First 3, race 1. Let me write them down.
Nothing like preparation there, XFL Jim.
I know, right, dude? I forgot.
These folks on the Central Time, man.
We're almost getting ready for race 1. I gotta pull this up. Anyone? What do we got here?
I got it behind me. So it's got 5 minutes. 5 minutes to post. So again, submit your stables, and we're gonna watch and see how everyone's picked. So Dave, Are you doing another stable, Dave? Or are you sticking with your
I have a stable. I don't think I put anyone in that first race. I just really hate that first race. I don't know what it is about it.
I can tell you at Penn National, because they run 11, so you've got some room there. You know this from the streams we've done. I almost always sit that first race out. I don't know why. I don't usually like it, but I just thought that Loon here provided some value at that price. But I do not hate that strategy of just sitting this first race out at Penn.
You know the strangest part here, and like I'm looking at the board right now, there's 6 horses in the field. You ready for the odds? 4 to 1, 3 to 1, 12 to 1, 3 to 1, 3 to 1, 3 to 1.
That's the Penn National special right there, brother.
I mean, sorry, someone just hammered Suppress now. Suppress dropped to 8 to 5.
Penn National, where pick 4 never pays more than $700.
I actually went pretty heavy in race 1. It looks like I wasn't. I'll be honest. I'm new to horse racing, and this app. I didn't really know which races everyone was going into, so it looks like I'm pretty heavy on race 1. I went with. I heard you say Loon. I've got Loon in there because I'm clinically insane, so I just feel like I have to represent there. I've got. I think was it Uncle Manny was in that?
Yep, that's the one horse.
Yep, because I have a very alcoholic uncle, and he reminds that he was a horse breeder for a little bit, so I had to represent him. And then I had Bush Latte, because a Bush Latte is actually a drink that a friend of mine invented, where you get a Starbucks coffee and a Bush Light and combine them together.
Wow.
Ooh. I mean, it sounds great.
No, it doesn't.
It does not, but it's like a Sunday morning hair of the dog sort of situation. Well, you can also just chug one and then chug the other if that's more your style.
So some people will stack in shorter fields, and it's a good strategy if you can get first, second, or third. That might be better than you're going to do in another one. So let's see if let's see if this strategy pays off.
I was going to ask for the rookies out there like myself, good or bad idea to load up on one race if you see something that you really, really like?
I don't know if you want to go past 3 horses. I would say, I mean, the most points that you can get is, points for first, points for second, and points for third, where if you put 1 in each horse, the most points you can get, 1 in each race, the most points you can get is first, which is 60 plus whatever lengths they win by. So again, I mean, if it's a short field, the best you could do is solidify first, second, and third points, which could end up, I don't know if you're going to win on that strategy, but you could still get into the money compared to other people. So it's not a bad strategy. It's just maybe not a winning one, but it could win. We're going to find out tonight with Jim.
We'll definitely find out. I'm more than willing to be a guinea pig.
I like it. So we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to race 1.
Well, we got we got less than that, and I'm trying to make some changes here.
Blackjack, you ready to go, baby?
All right. Blackjack is focusing, we got a question for Leo. Liverpool or Chelsea, and he's a fan of one of those.
Yeah, I know. You need to settle down with the Chelsea. The Chelsea fan base, you guys are just something else. Let's go, Liverpool. I've had enough of Chelsea. One of my best friends is a Chelsea fan, and I'm telling you, at least once a week I'm contemplating how to throw this kid off a bridge. I cannot take any more Chelsea fans. You know what? I can't stand Liverpool either, but I really hope Liverpool comes through because I can't tolerate listening to the Chelsea fan base anymore. You're all a bunch of nuisances.
My gut also says Liverpool. So
great.
Take that for whatever you want.
Fantastic.
Hey,
what are the live odds on Bush Latte? I got to get in here and bet really fast.
Latte is 3-1.
I'll take that.
If I had to take a horse in here, honestly, like I thought about claiming the 4-horse out of this race, about buying the 4-horse out of the race.
Ooh.
But I think he's just a little overpriced. I mean, he's got some options, so he's appealing, but he's a little overpriced. I'm hoping he gets beat. I can keep an eye on him. If I had to bet a horse, I would bet for 4 of Swords, the 2. Just coming in out of a much better racetrack, and well, now he's 2-1. He was just 5-2. That's where I would go. But
which race?
We're on first race.
If I bet one, I would bet the 2 in the first race, personally.
Oh, that's silly talk. Go Loon. Ask Blackjack. He'll back me up.
Nope, not anymore.
What do you mean?
Took him out. Had to change
the heart. What do you mean you took him out? We
took him out.
You suck.
This is cutthroat. This sport is cutthroat.
Swapped him out.
Let this guy in.
Swapped him out. Added Owen. Added Dave Longshot.
Private chat.
Had to take that one out. Got a bad feel.
I don't know. Do I want to spend any money here? Or what are the live odds on the second race? All right, so they're in the post parade, which means they are walking to the gate. I'm sure the game is locked. If you didn't get in and you were trying, I'm going to be mad at you. Yep, game is locked.
Bush Latte, okay.
How many stables we got playing tonight? All right, we got 141 stables in, so we'll see how everyone does. Jim, what's your stable name?
Jim.
Oh boy. I go with. I'm checking the horses. No, we didn't. I'm in. Checking the app. I also have to like exit the stream, so I got all my horses written down now, so I don't need to do that.
What's your stable name?
I think I just went with XFL Jim.
Sweet. All right, so we got Gens United here. That's
we're
Leo.
Off, guys.
Blackjack. Oh, they just broke. Blackjack stables in here. Dave, you're in his Bush Racing, yeah?
Yeah, I'm in. I got 2 stables in.
Ooh, look at the 2 getting this trip up
number
the rail.
3, run for your life.
This 3's dead as a doornail.
I bet the race. I bet a double, and I bet a 2-4 exacta straight.
Yeah, the 2 got a great
I need to know
trip.
how that works.
Yeah, I don't like how he's getting pressured, but we'll see. I mean, I think he's the class of the field, so.
Bria, I like where you're well, no, never mind. That's the 4. You're in the middle.
I know. I thought that was me too.
Pack up front.
Here, 4.
The 3's sitting good if you can get some room.
Go.
Why would you take the 6 that far out when you're that far back?
That was good defense by the 2. Ooh, but the 2's letting him go again.
There we go. Come on, spread those legs, my little pony.
I mean, that sounded awful. Just FYI.
That was the point of it, man.
Let's go.
It was good value.
You'll take second with Loon there. That's a nice finish for you.
Nice.
All right, there we go, baby.
Guys.
That was a good finish for you. Second by what, a length and change? I mean, that wasn't bad.
I'll take it. That's what I'm talking about. Well done,
Props
Loon.
to Leo. Leo dug
That's what
his
you get
heels in
for
and
switching out,
stayed.
Fletcher.
Look at those odds they went off at. You guys see the off odds? 7?
3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1.
3-1.
Jeez.
I have the 2 going in the double, so.
Nice.
Yeah, I keyed the 2 with the 4 in the next race proposition that we were all over.
All right, so let's see here. So Jim he had Loon, so there you go. And then you had Uncle Manny.
I got second place. Yep.
And then you had the 6, which that 6 didn't go well, but
no.
Second. I think you got second and third, yeah?
I'll take it.
Nice. Let's see, and that's I did not bet that race, thankfully.
Who did you have? You had Loon and who else?
I had Bush Latte and
Uncle Manny.
Uncle Manny.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So what? Second, third, and fourth, I think, right? Fifth.
Fifth. Yeah, second, third, and fifth.
Razor sharp. I like the 6 too. Thankfully, I did not put my money where my mouth was, and I saved on that. So we'll get the next one. And then B-Ho's tuning in. Nice win for the 2. Anybody catch him? Hop up, leaving the gate. I did not see the gate break.
So that's why he kind of trailed early because I think we weren't paying attention and then they broke. I mean, he broke dead last, so I didn't see what happened.
He got a real nice trip up the rail, though. I mean, he just came right up on there.
Beautiful.
And he played good defense against the 3 in the stretch. Every time that 3 tried to slip up the rail, he drifted over a little bit. That's good defense.
Yeah, he cut him off the first time. At least it went official. So.
All right, so we've got race 2 goes off so there's usually 30 minutes in between races, y'all. If you're new, 6:26. So we got 20 minutes. And again, I don't know if Dave heard. I know Jim hasn't heard. I'm bringing on a surprise guest here in about 10 minutes.
Nice.
But before we keep going, I got a question for Dave. What is betting a double? Please explain, because I have no relative clue outside of betting just who's going to win the race.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Sorry about that. I think I didn't explain it, but okay. So there's multiple bets that you can do in any race. Typical is kind of win, play, show. Exacta, which is picking the first 2. Trifecta, the first 3. I'm a big fan. I know Blackjack is a big fan of the pick 3s, the pick 4s, which is just like they sound: 3 races in a row, 4 races in a row. I like what's called a daily double, which is just pick 2 races in a row. I'm not good enough to pick 3 races in a row. I'm damn well not good enough to pick 4 in a row. I'm lucky if I pick 2 in a row. So I like the daily double. You got to pick the winner in 2 straight races. So I picked
like a 2-team parlay.
Yep, and I've got the 4 in that. There you go, 2-team parlay. There you go. Bingo.
And again, so the other side of that though too is like you can pick multiple horses. So you don't just have to select one horse and one horse. Like you could pick a couple horses. The bet gets more expensive, but you can select, 2 horses in the first race, 3 horses in the second. And you hope that whatever horses win pay enough to cover your bet, and then some.
Okay.
So quick question on the double, right? So do you get inflated odds when you bet a double rather than betting them each individually?
Yeah, you do. So I was just going to try to check really quick to see what the will pays were. I didn't look actually before I did it. Right. So the probables on that, and they give you what's called the probable. You can look. I'm using TVG, but you can use Naira Bets or whatever you guys choose to use. And you'll be able to see the probables before the race on the different combinations. So in this particular case, it wasn't paying really good, actually. So I probably shouldn't have done it. Yeah, I was paying $6 for a dollar.
But you see, when we were talking before, Leo, about the why you would bet racing, as opposed to other things, maybe Dave just said that this double's not paying really good, and it's not. This is a low payout, but it's still 6-1. You don't get 6-1 on a 2-team parlay in any sport like that unless you're picking monstrous underdogs. Like he might have 2 favorites win and pay 6-1.
Right.
Super.
Yeah, that's where, like, if you were really, this horse, and the reason why it's paying so low, well, obviously it's based on parimutuel wagers, so it's based on the money that people put in. It's not fixed odds by the racetrack. So, but the reason why it's paying really low is proposition in this next race right now is 4 to 5 odds. I would guess that proposition's going to go off 4 to 5, maybe even lower than that, just given what he looks like on paper. So if you think he's a slam dunk and you really don't want to take 4 to 5 or 3 to 5 odds, I always look, back a race if possible to potentially pair him in a double, or I look forward a race, and you could actually do it both ways to pair him in a double. So find a horse that you like in the first race in this particular situation, pair him with proposition if I like proposition that much. Or since you guys missed the first race with a double for you, you might consider proposition now in a double with a horse in the third race. I know we went through that third race. I think we even had a couple of price plays, didn't we? A couple of us were on. Was that the Senior Ricci race or?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably not paying bad. I'll look at the probables. Is that the 6 horse there in the next race?
Yeah. Senior Ricci is 6.
You got 17.
Daredevil Parvels.
You got 17-1 on that 2-team or two horse parlay, if you will.
All right, good stuff.
That makes sense.
So so you mentioned that it's 1 race before, 1 race after. Can you do it? Let's say you're going to bet the second race. Can you do like 2 and 5 races, or does it have to be 1 and 2 or 2 and 3?
They have to be consecutive.
Yeah, okay. So they're rolling. So yeah, it always has to be consecutive. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Makes sense.
Man, so I can't wait to.
XFL Jim, what's your forte?
I would have to say football. It's specifically when the XFL was going on, I was killing it. I was like, the first 3 weeks in, I was perfect on my bets, and then started to kind of like normalize a little bit. Then the league got canned, and then I'd say college football, then the NFL, and then in a distant third, it's probably college basketball.
March Madness
and then yeah, I'm gonna lose a lot of money, and I'm happy. I'm excited. And when everything was shut down last year, I got real into sumo betting. So I'm going to consider myself an expert sumo bettor.
Sumo wrestling. I just
sumo wrestling. Yes.
Okay. And
you were saying that with a straight face too, so I thought you were just joking initially.
No, never. I don't joke.
Yeah.
The most serious person on here.
I don't think I've ever told a joke in my life.
So how do you bet sumo? Like just that guy or that guy?
It's usually, it'll usually be just.
You do prop bets, like how many times they're going to slap their thighs?
Unfortunately, not through the books that I found. I might have to start my own and start doing some prop bets like that. Okay. So then I can do sumo wrestling and then also the alternative Japanese professional football leagues.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I had a real hard
it's
time
called
watching
the X League.
Canadian football, so I'm not even sure that I could sign up for Japanese football.
They play. It's the exact same game as the NFL. It's just a lot of Japanese people, and then a lot of you might hear of some college players going there. Like I know Shea Patterson for the old quarterback from Michigan played there for a little bit.
Oh wow!
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know they played football in Japan.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
They play college and pro. It's like the 4th or 5th most popular sport or something over there.
So just where my sick mind went right now, I'm trying to think of where the time zones are, and I'm thinking to myself, these games probably start around 2 a.m., so that could fill any type of void that we have between any type of American sports and tennis, and I could literally have action 24 hours a day now.
If you can find – I have yet to be able to find lines on these games. If you can find lines on the X League games. That's the only friggin' thing.
Like that for no reason?
No, I'm still trying to find them, and I'm gonna make my own. Like I'll figure something out if I have to.
See, again,
I just started getting into it like last year because it was
I'm gonna trumpet our sport here because you can bet racing 24 hours a day. That's what Australia A, B, and C is for.
It's
and
Korea, Japan.
I'm going to try a little Stable Duel. We will soon be adding international to our platform, so you can literally play Stable Duel 24/7.
I mean, racing, you can bet horses any minute of any day of the year.
Oh, boy.
I like that.
See, and
that's
we're going to be
dangerous for me.
Stable Duel is going to make you pros. Blackjack's going to make you pros. I'm probably not going to make you a pro, but I'll have fun along with you. I mean, it's going to be a blast.
You know how everybody has a dangerous friend in their life, growing up, kind of like in Boy Meets World, how Sean was the dangerous friend for Sean was the dangerous friend for Corey. I feel like Blackjack would be a really dangerous friend for me. Everything that he's saying, this would be a dangerous partnership if the two of us got together, buddy.
Yeah, we're like all the friends that the parents didn't let their kids hang out with that we have found each other. Right, Blackjack?
I mean, listen, life's too short not to have fun, right? So screw it.
Preach.
Rip it and rip it.
Preach.
Oh, boy.
Words to live by.
All right, so I know, Dave, you have a horse running today. You can, provide or not provide, but tell us about your horse running today and what you think.
Oh, I didn't even put it out on Twitter, so you're like a secret agent or something.
You don't have to say who it is. That's why I said
I do. So we didn't go to the race. I mean, let's talk about it. Let me pull it up here. Was it race 8 today? Right? Race 8 at Penn. Yep, race 8 at Penn. I have the 8 horse. It's got to be My Way. I like her in the spot. She actually just quick background on this. I mean, she was entered about 10 days ago at Penn in the exact same race, but they canceled. I think it was that Wednesday night due to one of the snowstorms that we had gotten. In the particular race that she was in, the 5 horse here, Bess, and the 9 horse Wicked Solution were not entered. And so I was the 9-5 favorite, which I really enjoyed. Now I'm 7-2 because Bess and Wicked Solution both re-entered back, who ran 1-2 in the spot before. I like her. She's training awesome. I think she's got a real live shot in this particular spot. Anyone who follows us knows that we try to enter our horses pretty aggressively, and putting a horse in here that I claimed for 62.50 when she ran 4th that day, ran her up to an allowance now in this particular spot. I think she's live. It's a really competitive race though. So I think she was 7,500 on Stable Duel. I took her just because I'm a homer. But it's a tough field, but I think she's going to run well.
So the funny thing is, I actually think that she was bred at the farm where I used to keep my horse at, Keenridge.
No kidding, really? That's awesome. Where was that, by the way?
So it's right. So Keenridge is really close to Keeneland. It's on not Rose Hill, but I forget what it's called. But it's like right behind Keeneland. You can kind of see Rice Road from where it is, and just the woman that owns it is amazing. The farm is beautiful, and she rides herself. So she like had a little riding barn, and I boarded out there for a while. And she's got great horses. She loves them, and yeah, so that's actually super cool. That you got
so is she the breeder then, or does she just foal horses for other breeders or for breeders?
I think both. I think she has boarders, but I'm assuming that if it's under breeding, she owned the mare Amaretta's Way. It sounds familiar. I went to a few of their foalings, but I don't know if I'm just like pulling that out of, side. But yeah, no, I'm assuming she owns the mare if it says Keenridge Racing. And she runs with a couple buddies, and I know some of them play Stable Duel. One of them is Dave. I don't know, Dave, if you're listening, like this is pretty cool. But yeah, so good luck to you. So it's gotta be my way.
Yeah, so you boarded your horses then where Keenridge Racing, that LLC is. That's the person you boarded them with.
Yeah,
so
and it's called Keenridge Farm. So
yeah, that's great. Yeah, she's the breeder. So whether she I'm assuming she owns the mare. That's fantastic. Yeah, I hope she wins now just for that.
Well, I'll shoot her a text if she does win for sure. So
yeah,
okay. So what's it like owning racehorses? Like just for Leo, are you going to buy a racehorse anytime soon?
No.
Hold on.
Not yet.
I got to apartment.
Leo, if you do a private stream with me and Dave, there's a 50-50 chance we wind up owning one together.
It's true.
Yeah, don't worry. By the end of this, I'll have all you guys in. I gave Blackjack one. Don't worry. I'll have all you guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're giving them away because I have room for a best friend.
There's no such thing as a free horse, and we can talk about this.
Thank you, Bree. I'm glad you said it. You said it.
All right, tell us about your experience. So, like the highs, the lows, obviously the love for it. You gotta love what you're doing. Like, give us your owner experience.
Yeah, I mean, I would say for anyone, and if you guys are all, knowing that you guys are all gamblers, the thrill that you get, the adrenaline rush that you get when your horse is turning for home, regardless of the level that horse is running at, is something I simply can't describe to anyone. And those that have horses that are watching this, they'll look at me and be like, "Yep, exactly." It's undescribable. It's like when you did play sports, it's that rush that you got sitting in the locker room or whatever it was. That's exactly what it feels like to own a horse. And it doesn't matter whether you're at the racetrack, you're watching on TV. I probably have about 120 horses start a year. And whether it's a $4,000 claimer or one that I run at Saratoga, when they turn for home, I stand up off my TV and I'm snapping my fingers, or I'm leaning, or I'm doing all the different things that all the degenerates do when you're watching your race. You all know what you do. Everyone's got something different. That's exactly what I'm doing too. And I don't even bet on a lot of my horses, honestly, just because I don't know. It's a weird thing. Like sometimes I do, but a lot of times I don't. It doesn't matter. The thrill is there and it's undescribable. So Blackjack will know it here in a little bit. You all will in a couple of months when we all own one together.
I already love this horse so much. It's not even funny. Like the horse hasn't raced for me yet. And I love this animal in a way that is hard to describe. Like I get pictures and videos of her and it's like, it's me and Brian are on the phone at like 11 o'clock at night talking about this horse. Like I can't describe it.
Well, something to note. So Stable Duel has already given away a share of a racehorse in one of our games, and we are giving away another one coming up in the Florida Derby. So this is the first leak, which it's not really leaking if I'm telling all the details, but pretty soon all the information is going to be out, but we are giving away a 1% share, no bills, which is very important, in a colt, which is also great because those are the ones that have the Kentucky Derby dream that everyone wants. So it's a 2-year-old colt. So yeah, I think get into the Stable Duel app. build your strategy because Florida Derby Day, which is March 27th, is that right, Blackjack?
Yep.
We are giving away 1% to the winner of that game. Plus, I think it's like either $8,000 or $10,000 that you win. So you pretty much get paid and you get a racehorse. So not a bad deal. And ownership, as you just heard, is pretty freaking amazing. How many minutes are we? So we're 7 minutes to the next race. So why don't we go through one more time who everyone's got in race 2?
I don't think it's very long for us to go through it. I think every single
Proposition.
one of them
Oh, that's right. Proposition.
Blackjack, did you happen to back out of this one too, man?
No, I love Proposition. Listen, I had let's just call it a feeling about that horse. Turned out not to be a great feeling. But either way, congratulations to you guys on finishing second there. It's a nice start. But no, Proposition is, I mean, literally when I go through these contests, when I'm building a stable, the thing I do first is I try to find the high priced horses that I look at and I say, I've got to have these, right? And then I can build around it. This was the first one. Like, this is the first one that I said I'm going to spend the money on.
Yeah, I agree. Kreiser's aggressive. He's an aggressive trainer. Claimed the horse for 16, but going back in the spot, if he gets 8 for the horse, you always have to look at 2. And this might just be going kind of too far into it, but when you look at particular trainers and owners dropping horses, one of the key things to look at is they paid 16 for the horse. At Penn, it roughly costs about $2,000 to maintain a horse per month. And then what are they going to get out of the race should they win it? And in this particular case, you get, well, in all races, you get roughly 60% of the purse. The purse is $15,600. My math's really bad, but I'm going to say you get $8,000 or $8,500 or something, right? Add that on to the $8,000 they get for the horse. They roughly get $16,000 back. Now you pay the jockey 10%, you pay the trainer 10%. But if they want to get out on a horse, this is one way to do it without losing a ton of money.
Okay, I'm going to interject here, guys, because this is very important. XFL Jim is beating all of you.
What?
It's because he picked 3 horses.
I mean, I was going to say we'll have to see because you guys are talking a lot about Proposition, but I still went with the name thing for race 2, and I went with Modern Vintage. So.
And so, again, if you guys are in the app, so you can actually click on their stables and see who they pick next. So here you go. Here. Oh, wait, no. I thought I had XFL Jim. There we go. All right. So here is Jim's stable. So you see he's got 2 greens and he's got a red because that Bush Latte did not do very well.
They usually don't.
But there's plenty more horses in his stable to go. He's sitting in 16th place with a 47 and 75. But Degens United is right there. You're at 18.
Right, baby. Here we go. I'm taking over.
With your first one.
I'm taking over. I told you guys, I'm ready to go. I was sitting here studying everything all day. I got a whole notebook full of stuff. I'm ready to go. I really don't know all that much what I'm talking about here, but I felt pretty good when Blackjack was with me on that first horse and then magically decides to back out there. That's not really cool, but
well, it worked out great for him. It didn't do well for him. So where are you at, Blackjack? Oh, you're down. Oh, you're 51. Oh, but it's because you dropped the horse altogether.
Yeah, I still have all 10 left.
All right, so race 2, you're going to see the game leaderboard change quite a bit because there are a lot of people that sat the first race out. A lot of people who sat the first race out.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow, there are.
Yeah, and then you actually sit, and there's a lot of people that selected Bush Latte that gave them negative 18.75 points. That hurts. So yeah, guys, I'm excited to see this shake up. Is there any side bets we're going to have? Like, I feel like you guys should be having a side bet here.
We're all on the same horse in this one, so that might be tricky.
I mean, for the whole game.
Is anyone rolling any doubles? I mean, this is a key spot if we like some horses next week.
It really is.
Look at some of the doubles. I mean, I jumped in on the double with Owen just because it's probably paying a lot. I didn't even look at it just because that horse probably going to be 50-1 next race. And I jumped on it with the one that we liked.
Time in 3 minutes.
I should mute my. Sorry about that.
It's okay. That's good that we know that.
Let's see. So some of the doubles were paying what the 4 here. 4-1 was paying $45, so 45-1. And the double with the 6 now is down to 6-1, so $6. I mean, basically everything with the 4 in this race is just getting killed in the double.
Yeah.
So listen, guys. I know we said we're going 5 to 7. I know that we're all on the same race, same horse here for this race. Y'all want to stick around a couple extra minutes and watch race number 3 and watch Red Cents, 2 Red Cents. I am not scared. If you guys want to extend this by a couple minutes so we can watch 2 Red Cents take over, I'm ready to go.
We will. It'll fit before 7. Post time 6:52.
Yeah, it's good.
Even better, baby. 2 Red Cents. You're gonna take me home tonight. I love you, buddy.
Look, I feel a side bet coming. Owen
versus 2 Red Cents. Yeah.
I mean, we got 30-1 on both of them.
Listen, all I can post up here for a side bet. If y'all win, if Owen beats 2 Red Cents, we'll send you guys some BTV gear. How's that?
And I'll flip it around. I'll shoot you off some bush racing gear. So
dig it. Blackjack, what are you bringing to the table?
The best finisher for all 4 of you, I will send, I don't know, a Stable Duel hat, and I'll Venmo you some beer cash. How's that? Or some seltzer cash for you too.
Stop hating on the guava, baby.
All right, so you get a Stable Duel hat and a Venmo.
I love it. I'm ready to go.
There's a lot at stake here, guys.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, hey, did you see the person that talked about my double snap? Is this like a good thing or a bad thing? I feel like I'm like a soccer mom going like this.
Is that your gen move? You do the double snap when your horse is running?
I don't even know.
That double snap move has like big Keno energy to me.
Keno? I love
it's like big Keno energy to me.
I love the game Keno.
Oh, dude.
We're talking about the lottery game?
Yeah.
I love Keno.
Like I go to the bowling alley and bowl and also play Keno.
Yo, if you guys want a good Keno story real quick, I am Greek. I was in Greece when I was a little kid. I think I was about 13 years old. Everybody in Greece is a full-blown degenerate. So we were at 13 years old. I was sitting at a sports book, and my dad loved playing Keno. So I'm like, cool, I'm going to hop in. And then I had €3 left, and I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to roll it right here. All 5 of my numbers came out. I played it super cool. I go up to my dad, and I was like, hey, Dad, I don't know how this game works. Do you mind just checking my ticket real quick? That dude was hyperventilating in his chair. He's like, you crazy man. You just won $4,000. You're out of your mind. You don't know what you're doing. But I was 12 years old walking home because, like, nobody in the village had a car. So I'm walking home with, like, 4 G's in my pocket when I was 12 years old.
There you go.
That's when the degeneracy started.
The most I've won is like $350, and it was the one time I didn't pay attention. So now every single time I watch every single pull, and I have won like $1. So
that is unfortunate.
I just won't pay attention anymore, I think is what it's at. All right, they're going into the street, yeah?
If the 4 loses, who beats them?
So you got a double here, Dave. You've got 4 over Owen and 4 over the 1, and who else?
So I did it with I have it both ways. So if proposition wins here, then I'm good because I had it with the winner in the first race, and I've got it with Owen and Senior Ricci in the next. But then I just threw in the minimum base wager $1 double, and I took in this particular race because if proposition loses, there's a lot of value in the others. So I took Stormy Spell and Leaky Cauldron and wheeled them with everyone in the next. And for most of the wagers, it's playing like 100 to 1.
I'm with you. I think if proposition loses, it's the 1 of the 8.
Those were the other 2 that I had marked down here before. I didn't take them in my Stable Duel, but those were the other 2 I liked.
All right, let's check it out. Proposition's the 4. All right. Run. Come on, buddy.
Good start.
See, isn't it better that you're watching, Leo? It stinks if you don't watch.
Yeah, but now I'm worried because this is 24/7, and this is
1 to 9.
You can just start off with getting into the BTV Degenerate specials, okay? And then we're good. We're going.
I feel like I'm going to need to get like a third monitor here just to have this on 24/7.
That's right.
You do.
I mean,
so we get bonus points if they win by a certain amount of length, right?
Yeah, so so they get 60 points for first place, and then however many lengths they win by is added on there. So if they beat the horse by 10 lengths, you're pushing 70, which is awesome. So
baby.
The 1's got a real shot right now.
I know the 1 kind of worries me right now.
He got in a little tight right there, but if this 4 puts the brakes on,
come on, open it up. Come on.
You're good.
We're home.
Yeah.
We're home. This
What
is
are
a
we
big
looking
win.
at? 5
This is a
links?
big
Keep
win.
going. No mercy,
7
Oh,
links?
this is a big one.
8 links?
That's a big one.
9 links?
That's what I'm talking
10
about, baby.
Jeez, Louise.
Look at that. Once again, the props pay off for Defense United.
See, now that's worth the $9,400 in the app.
Sure
Yeah.
is.
Oh, man. This is fun, man. We got to do this more often. Why are we just doing this once a week?
No reason why we can't do it more. Let's go.
Yeah, we can do this more.
I mean, I'll have to buy a little bit more beer for the week, but that's all right. I can handle that.
That's true.
Well, if you
South
win
Beach is
tonight, you're getting
expensive.
beer money.
I don't want beer money. I want one of those hoodies. That's all I want.
They're great.
Listen, those hoodies are gold. Those hoodies are worth more than beer money. There's
Oh.
gotta.
Incredibly soft.
Incredible.
Oh, I thought you were calling me soft. No, yeah,
The hoodie.
they're soft. Yeah, the hoodies are soft.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, those hoodies are gold.
So you're
Gold.
1-9. So actually now, I would have had to make two $2 win bets, right, on those two horses in the double. So 6-1 isn't probably that bad, given that this horse paid 1-9, and the horse in the race prior was 3-1. I mean, it wasn't terrible. I probably worked out a little bit to my advantage.
All right.
Okay,
So,
so this is Biho, and I am going to clap back because no, you cheer for your horse even before that thing goes in the gate. You cheer for that horse whenever you want. I mean, obviously the stretch is, kind of the more exciting point, but no, we cheer for our horses whenever we want.
Do you only cheer for your football team in the fourth quarter?
Like, exactly.
Good analogy.
So
Good
did Biho change his name?
I'm a believer. I think that's his Periscope avatar.
Yeah.
I mean, he likes to keep people like he used to. So when he first started waiting for me, and Brian can attest to this, waiting for me when he first started working for Stable Duel, he changed his profile pic like every freaking week. I was like, you gotta keep it so people know who you are. I think he's kept this one for a while.
I'm sure a lot of people don't recognize him with the mullets. He still got that thing rocking?
No, he shaved it off. He's gone. He did have it for a very long time, more than was planned. Because I forget. We got killed in Lexington with snowstorms, so like people couldn't get around. So he was stuck. He calls it witness protection. He was stuck with his mullet for like 2 extra weeks. He was such a good sport for that, and it fit him well. So thanks, Brian. You're the best. All right, so
We could have played the try there, Blackjack, the 50-cent try, 418,
I know.
what did it pay?
a whopping $9.90.
Oh, I got a question when it comes to the odds real quick. So when we were looking on Stable Duel, looking at proposition, it was 8-5 payout. So when they were about to run, went down to 1-9.
Yeah.
How does it swing that much? So in sports, it's because the only time a line moves is when somebody gets pounded, and obviously bookmakers got to try to even it out a little bit. But seeing a swing like that is damn near impossible. Am I missing something here, or did everybody go and pound proposition before the fight?
Let me answer. So racing is based off of parimutuel bets, which actually I think is French for everybody shared money pretty much. So it's just saying that we put our money in and that's what you get paid out. So as more people bet on that horse, the odds go down because the horse is more likely to win because the people think it's going to win. And so the odds get less. And I'll let actually the boys probably talk about that to a higher level. In the Stable Duel app, we are the closest thing, I guess, to fixed odds, if you would, in the United States, because our game is based off the morning line odds. So it will never change in our game, the price-wise, but it will always change if you're betting a traditional ADW bet. Go ahead, Blackjack. You go further with that.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It's parimutuel wagering, right? So like it's the difference between horse racing and sports betting is you can't win more than what's in the pool, right? Like what's in the pool is the money that will be paid out. What's happening, Swift? How you doing, brother? So it changes based on how much money comes in on each horse, because obviously that money has to be paid out to everyone who has it in a wager. So 8-5 on the morning line got bet down to 1-9, which is, I mean, as low as you will see a horse go off at. I mean, this horse was as big a favorite as there is everyone betting this track tonight, use that horse.
And into that, like if you're paying attention to the Stable Duel app and you've selected a horse, if more people are betting that horse and you're seeing the live odds change on Naira Bets, that might mean that they know something. And so you want to put an extra wager on outside of the Stable Duel app. Or on the flip side too, if you really like that horse and it cost you, $5,000, that means it was 6-1 and you actually really like that horse in the Stable Duel app, and that horse gets not like up in odds, so you can make more money by putting a $10 bet on, just do it. I mean, sometimes your gut is right. So if it goes from 6-1 to 10-1 and you're going to make $100 off of your $10 bet, do it.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
One more follow.
So, you got another question?
I got one, but you got something going on? What you got?
So we got our surprise guest, but you go first.
All right. One quick question here. So I think it'll be for Dave and Blackjack that kind of own the horses that are racing too. So obviously you guys are pretty connected to the racing world. You guys may get not insider information, but kind of have a little bit more of a clue what's happening as compared to me and Jim that have absolutely no idea what's happening. We're just kind of looking at the PPs and kind of going by that. Do you guys have any advice for rookie bettors when it comes to horsing, when it comes to that stuff, or is it just one of those things that you got to kind of take your lumps on and understand that it's going to happen?
I don't really understand the question, if we're being honest.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, like, you guys are more connected. You guys are down there. You guys know that, maybe a horse's leg is hurt or something like that, right? I would have had no clue if I'm not friends with you guys.
Well, I think you take it with a grain of salt, because you have to, it's with anything. You have to determine the credibility of the information. Sometimes someone tells you a horse has a bad foot and the horse runs second. I mean, you don't know. It just depends.
And actually, so if Swift is still listening to this, Swift, tell us how good all your tips do all the time. We get tips in racing all the time. So even like Dave, for instance, Dave could be like, my horse is hot, and we believe him. And like, it's racing. Like anything happens, all things happen. So like tips are tips. Sometimes they pay out great. Sometimes they don't. Insiders information can sometimes good and sometimes can screw up legitimately everything. Am I wrong?
It's not with anything.
Yeah, it's the same with like every sport.
Sports, stocks, I mean, anything, right? I mean, you could get a tip on something, doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah, I think the toughest thing is, I think the one thing that I always say this to people, Dupree's a lock. I used to own Dupree. I don't know that he's quite a lock, though. I disagree with Swift in this particular spot. Yeah, you can get tips, and tips are good. But I think one of the tough things with tips, though, is that you just don't know. Someone else might have a tip on another horse in that race they like even better, right? So you might think that your tip or your horse is so live, there's no way it gets beat. But what if one of the other owners or trainers in that race says, there's no way mine gets beat? And so all of a sudden your tip becomes irrelevant. So, yeah, agree. You got to take them with a grain of salt. You got to use them as you please. And sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not.
And don't think not having friends or not having tips is putting you anywhere behind people that have them. It evens it out.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we're a bunch of idiots. So like,
yes. Okay, so I am going to bring on one of my favorite people on Twitter in racing. I'm so excited. I randomly messaged her and wanted to see if she wanted to hop on, and she did. So we're going to welcome Rachel on here from Indiana Grand, one of the coolest chicks in racing. What's up, girl? Thanks for coming.
Hi, thanks for asking me. I decided to take you up on your offer and come into my husband's man cave with dead deer on the wall.
I was legitimately just going to say, like, I think that you have killed all of us in man caves. Even like Jim, he said he's in his man room. I mean, Leo's
my
legitimately
man room is manlier.
Mellow yellow. I like it.
Yeah.
So welcome to the shenanigans. We'll probably hang out for another 20 minutes and watch race 3. Right now, has it updated? Leo, where are you sitting?
Gotta be somewhere all right. Gotta be somewhere good.
Let's see if it updated here.
Your boy's in 9th. My lucky number,
Wow.
Where'd I fall back to? In there.
Did you have one in that last one, Jim?
I had Modern Vintage in that last one. I think they got 5th or 6th.
Not great.
Not great. Not great.
Not great. That's okay. There's many more to have here. I'm trying to find you in here.
Honestly, guys, if I finish in the positive, this will be my first positive stable duel like competition. I'm perfectly content being positive. Right now, I'm 104.75 points to the good. This next race, though, gonna need you. 2 red cents. Don't let me down, baby.
Leo, I'm with you. I mean, you and I are on opposite horses in this race, but I stink at this game. I mean, this game.
Oh, here you go. Here's a tip. Had tip on a shug horse today. Lost nose. Sometimes info is good. Just depends on who you get. So that's to the tips. Biho says that we look like the Brady Bunch. I'll take it.
I agree with tips. Sometimes tips aren't that great from trainers. They'll tell you that they're going to win, and then they don't. And if you pick them, and they don't win, and they do win, then they're mad at you because you drove the odds down. So I agree. Sometimes getting tips and inside information ends up screwing you because you take their word for granted. So.
Yeah. All right. So Rachel, who are you on in the third here? Because
Rachel
did handicapping a bunch of races today. You did Charlestown, Parks, and Penn National. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I had Turfway, Penn National, and Charlestown for the next one that I'm going to be on that Pub Sports channel. And yeah, so I honestly have handicapped so much. I had to check to make sure that I had the right PPs in my hand, but I thought for sure the 7 was going to be the favorite, and it might be. But now I'm a chalk eating weasel on my 4 traveling gambler here in this race. And this one, I like this the speed figures on it, and I think like that second place finish only losing by half a length and was too wide, so not like an inside trip or anything. So I went with the chalk eating weasel. And sorry I couldn't play. I was literally at work rushing to get a million things done since we're like 40 days out from the meet. It's literally been crazy. I feel like I was on my computer and then handicapping for 8 straight hours today. I ate McDonald's at my damn desk.
All good. We're hoping to have Indiana Grand in the Stable Duel app at some point soon. I know. Crossing fingers. So.
I've been working on it, girlfriend.
I know. I love you for it. It'll be so fun. All right. So you're chalk eating weasel. I mean, listen, I, for the longest time, handicapping wise, always went against the favorite because I just wanted more money. But sometimes, like, you got to bet who's going to win. So I don't mind chalk eating weasels if it wins.
I just had that out with Ed Rosa like 20 minutes ago about picking against the chalk, just to pick against the chalk, which I think
crazy.
Is.
I used to do that a lot.
Thank you. I just told him, honestly, I've been told my whole life. I get it if you're just literally only trying to make money, but when you're a track analyst and you're paid to tell the public who is the most likely winner, yeah, make long shots work when they work and they fit. Don't just throw a dart at them. I mean, not that you're throwing a dart at the board. There's all kinds of angles you can work at, but that's just how I see it.
So is chalk a horse racing term, or is it?
No, it's a sports term, and it's the same thing in sports. It's like people get on you for picking favorites all the time. It's like they're a favorite for a reason. Like favorites do win. Like that is a thing.
You guys are preaching to the wrong group here. I'm the dog guy. I very rarely take favorites. I'm all about the dogs that love to bark in sports.
I think though the one big thing though in sports that's different though is you're getting points, right? You're never getting lengths or anything like that in horse racing, right? So taking a dog, it's not like you're getting 3/4 of a length. I mean, that would be some sort of a wild game. Come up with that, Bree. Can we not add like a line on every horse? Come on.
Oh my God, that's brilliant.
I mean,
I have a list out the wazoo of things that I need to do.
I would love to have Owen +5 in this particular spot. Ooh. Like I would lock him down.
And I would love to have a opposition. Here we are. So,
by the way, Dave, Owen has been bet down to 4-1.
Yeah, how about that? Right? I told you that's
4-1.
Leo. I mean, red 2 cents or 2 red cents or whatever, 17-1. Our $50 horse is 4-1 right now. The second choice, third choice on the board.
Wow.
Nope, it doesn't matter. We just went over this. There are some good tips, some bad tips. 2 red cents has the heart of a champion, baby. Let's go.
Jim, who are you on in this one? Who's your third race?
This is in race 3. I've got Traveling Gambler.
All right.
I feel like I had to. I just moved into a new spot. I'm a degenerate gambler. It just works.
I love it. And then the boys are on the 6, Senior Richie.
Yes.
Okay.
Rachel, how did you handicap Turfway, Charlestown, and Penn National? Like,
I'm a master of my craft.
I couldn't even look at those 3 tracks all in 1 week, let alone one day. So
I didn't do it all in one day. Jesus Christ, no, that would be dead right now probably. But I started a couple days ago when they told me what race, and I actually kind of like doing that. I feel a little bit more confident when I look at it without the morning line first, so it doesn't influence what I like.
Yeah.
And then the way that I do it is I do it in phases. I look at the overnight with no odds, and then I decide who I like. And then when the odds come out, then I do like the in-depth stuff, like watch replays and really dive in and look for stuff that stands out. And then, the day of is when I kind of put it all together and try to figure out what order I want my picks in. So that's what I did. I did it slowly, little bites.
Rachel, I'm curious about how our handicapping methods may differ for Turfway Park. Mine is throwing darts at the wall.
That honestly is a very great. I think at Turfway have a 40-1 on the morning line in my selections, because I thought, you know what, this kind of makes sense. Obviously for exotics, and stranger things have happened there. I did really well a couple of times, and it's like now it's like close your eyes and go like this, and pick a damn horse. So
most ridiculous track to handicap. I refuse to do it.
Yeah.
Turfway is?
Yeah, it turns out it's just a waste of my time. Like, any time spent on trying to analyze what might happen is just a waste of my time, honestly.
That felt like Tampa for me this year. I legitimately forgot to pick my nose at Tampa.
So what makes that one impossible to handicap for the rookies?
Tampa or Turfway?
Either one. Dealer's choice.
Different
it's just
reasons.
all long shots that make no sense on paper. I mean, you literally look at it and you're like, I would never pick that horse off paper and it wins. Like, easy. It's just weird.
I think with Turfway, the key, one of the things for me is that, and maybe this is something to touch on, and Rachel, you would probably know better than anyone, or some of the others, but it's a synthetic surface, right? So they don't run on natural dirt. I don't think it's Tapeta. What is it? It's not Tapeta, is it?
I think it is now.
It is Tapeta? Okay.
Yeah, they switched.
It's a synthetic surface, so typically what you find, and correct me if I'm wrong, but turf horses typically run really well on it, not traditional dirt horses. However, that's not to say a traditional dirt horse wouldn't like it. So you just have so many variables that you have to put into play. Plus, you've got really good trainers there. And, mix all that together, and it just becomes an impossible track to handicap, in my opinion.
Yep.
Okay.
I agree.
That makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Right. I'll
so
pick the
got
Penn National.
the BTV Degenerate Special. We got 8 minutes to race 3. So in case, hold on, we're going to do a little shifting around here. There she is. And so here's your leaderboard that you're looking at. And I know this isn't very clear, guys. Sorry. And we've got DeGens United sitting in 9th place. So he is tied with a few, but we have plenty of races to go. And y'all heard our picks here. So, yeah.
Is there anyone loves on the card tonight at Penn, like that I need to bet on the side?
Yeah, 2 red cents.
I think we're gonna wear this horse out. It's gonna win too. I know that.
Oh man, dude! If this horse wins, you guys all need to just sign off immediately. I'm gonna be so annoying on this one.
The most anticipated race of the card tonight is race 3 at Penn National.
I mean, this horse's last win was October of 2019, so 2.5 years ago.
They're due, right?
Hey, that's a real thing.
It is.
Dave, to your question, I like Kinsia Stone in the 10th a lot.
Kinsia. Yeah, I saw that. So that's not a strange move for Culp to claim that horse for 10 and drop it straight in for 5. So I wouldn't view that as a red flag. Yeah.
I also have Kinsia Stone in the 10th on top.
Kinsia Stone. I thought that horse would run a lot better first time when it came into Penn. I mean, speaking of Turfway, there it is. That kind of love it or hate it form, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at, running at Indiana Grand, obviously, Rachel, Churchill, Turfway. I mean, this is a pretty significant step down here. And I know what you're saying, Dave, that at the level higher than this didn't run great, but that race, he had some trouble in that race. I would expect a considerably better effort at the lower level here.
Yeah, I agree.
Brandon's adding blinkers, so he's probably trying to get some more speed into the horse. I didn't look if there was much other speed. I actually didn't make it to the second half of handicapping this card, 10 and 11, due to time.
Oh.
But
It's a suspicious drop though, but he's 31% after a claim. Not a whole ton of starts and stats to go off of that. But yeah, he's got a pretty nice. I always find that interesting when trainers are really good first off the claim. Like they get a horse. Some trainers it takes them a while to figure the horse out, and the trainers that get a horse and first after the claim come back and win, I think are ones to watch.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of guessing on this particular horse, but I know Brandon, he's really aggressive. He's a really aggressive trainer, carries a pretty high win percentage in order to do so. I mean, last year was 27%. So in doing that, that you're aggressive, putting horses in good spots. Right. Claim the horse for 10. At Penn, there's not a ton of claiming. So my gut says he probably didn't even shake for the horse with anyone else. He's probably the only one in on the horse for 10,000 when he bought it. It ran 5th by 22. So, is anyone going to come back for 5,000 for that horse now? Probably not, just given how bad it ran. And he has the opportunity to steal a race.
Mm-hmm. Might like the slop too. I saw that's where he broke his maiden on the slop with me. So,
Jim, where's home base for you?
Right now, I have just moved. I'm back in my beautiful home state of Nebraska.
Ooh,
Farmer Park.
Heck yeah.
Like Omaha or where?
Yeah, where?
I'm in like the middle of nowhere, Nebraska. Like, I think the biggest city close to me is like Kearney, and there's 30,000 people. Omaha's the big city to me where I'm at. I live in a town of like 3,000 people right now.
So fun, but not so fun fact. I had my 21st birthday in Omaha, Nebraska.
That must have been a raging time.
What'd you do?
If you went now, there's actually stuff to do. Like now they have stuff.
I'm sure, honestly, I'm sure Omaha is great. So not to be a hater in any capacity, but I'm the only thing I can remember, I feel like it was like a Wednesday, right? So Wednesday, someplace in Omaha, just turned 21. I'm pretty sure they tried to kick us out before it was midnight. So they just gave me drinks because they just didn't want us there. And I had, like vodka, orange juice, cranberry, and somehow managed to puke up 3 of them, which that's probably all I mean, it was just terrible all around. Like
it doesn't shock me that you were thrown out of a bar in Omaha, Nebraska.
I wish this story was better.
That's not a surprise.
Yeah, but so hey, I've been to Omaha, Nebraska, so there you go. A lot of and then I drove to Colorado. A lot of flat.
That's a terrible drive. That's an awful drive.
Yeah, it wasn't as pretty as I had hoped.
No, it's not.
Who? Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say to that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a state, and like luckily enough, I just went to my local bowling alley, bowled 3 games, and had 8 beers for like $20. So I got
by yourself.
Jesus Christ!
Well, with a couple friends.
You're kind of like
what's
the dude that movie? You're
kind of The Big Lebowski. That's my favorite movie.
Jim's description of a Wednesday in Nebraska is something.
To be fair, this was a Saturday. It was a Saturday, but I also do that on like Tuesdays.
I like it. How's bowling with COVID? Do you wear gloves?
They don't give a shit out here. They don't give a fuck. It's
all right.
I mean, they do in like Omaha and Lincoln, and I obviously like take precaution. But I'm in a small town. Everyone like they kind of put like a barrier around the town where if you're not from here, you'll just get mean looks no matter what.
Do you go to Fauner? Do you like go there and bet and
seldom? I mean, I've only been back for like less than a week.
Oh.
So I will.
One of our trainers in Indiana, Marvin Johnson, he's been racing in Indiana forever. He's from Nebraska and he races at Fauner. Nobody probably knows when they start, but they are probably
starting June. Yeah. Oh, they're running now.
I don't mean right now. I mean their meet has started. That's a track.
So
it's about 45 minutes away from where I'm at.
Rachel, what's your next live stream? Because you're on at 7:30, yeah?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna be on with like Tom and Tom Racing and Trusty and those guys, and it's gonna be YouTube, like a live YouTube. I need to come up with a name for these guys. I don't have a name of theirs, but it's on Pub Sports Culture Radio. So they just sit around and like do this, except with the stable dual angle, and watch the races. And I like that a little. I am excited about it because I get to drink beer and I don't have to be like an analyst. Like, hello everyone, it's Racing Rachel. I can just be like, yeah, I like this one, and I can actually have fun and I always take opportunities like this, or when I visit other tracks, to like actually be a fan and be like, you know what, my lucky number's 4, and I like that horse's name, Whirly Twirly or whatever. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a good.
That's what I did.
So
That's exactly what I did.
Where can people find it if they want to tune in?
It's on my Twitter, and it is also on Tom and Tom Racing. But the link to the YouTube live, you just go to my page at Racing Rachel M, and you can find it.
Perfect. All right. So if you guys
doing, Rachel? What tracks? What tracks are you guys covering tonight?
Oh, we're doing Penn National, Charlestown, and Turfway. So just a myriad of I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah, weird one. Who do you like in the 8th at Penn? I couldn't figure that race out.
Ooh, let me look. I had it on the 10th race because we were talking about that.
Who's in yours? Jim, who's in yours in the 8th race?
8th race. Don't have anyone in the 8th.
No.
Let's see.
I went.
Man, that's the one I skipped.
All right. So you're gonna hear Rachel and Dave's here.
Yeah, this one was hard, and I think the 9 looks like the one to beat, just coming off that second place finish. I'm a little bit worried about the early speed, but I kind of like the 2 at a price. Paranoia is coming from a little bit different of a race. That last one obviously was super wide trip, not super wide, too wide, but 17 lengths. That's probably going to throw people off the price, make it go up. But I think that this one's got a shot here in this one. 6-year-old mare. She's done plenty in her day, and I think she's going to like this race, and it's going to set up for her to maybe sit right off the pace and be able to be there at the end.
How do you feel about the fact that Paranoia got smoked by It's Gotta Be My Way, the 8-horse last time?
I feel like maybe it's her way today.
Bias.
And I feel like maybe it's not going to be his way, her way.
Yeah. I got a tip from the owner. The owner said the horse might be all right, so I don't know. But the guy's kind of really weird, so probably not.
Paranoia?
No, It's Gotta Be My Way.
Oh, yeah.
It goes back to those kind of tips, when you get those kind of things, you gotta take them with a grain of salt, right?
Yeah. Rachel, Dave is the owner.
You are the owner?
Yeah, at Bush Racing, right? Where's the name at over there?
Don't even put 2 and 2. Hell, she just asked me to be on this 20 minutes ago.
I did.
So give me a pass.
And I asked Blackjack to be on it today, and I asked Dave to be on it today. We don't give a lot of notice. We just time to get in. Let's go. Let's have a good time.
How to live life.
It's all good. I called Jim. Yes.
Go.
Oh, XFL Jim just followed me on Twitter. I followed you back.
There we go.
Come on,
we're in the gate right now. We're in the gate.
In the gate. Okay, I gotta turn my thing on here.
Good luck.
All right, so race 3. Here we go. 2 red cents, 40-1. What it just went off at.
What number is this? What number is 2 red cents? The 3.
The 3. Ooh. What the 40? What did it go off at?
40, 45. It just went 45.
Just took the lead down the backstretch.
Who's the? Oh, there we go. It's you and me, dude, because I got Traveling Gambler.
Oh, you're being pressured. You're being pressured.
Oh,
run.
Let's go.
Me and Jim against the world.
How do you guys do this all night? This is horrible.
I feel like I wouldn't sleep if I did this. I just wouldn't sleep ever.
Seriously.
I would just be hopped up on energy drinks.
You're
Keep going.
Yeah, your 3's going backwards now, brother.
Let's fucking go.
Run.
Doing the moonwalk.
Oh my gosh, the 6 is bouncing all over the place.
Yep.
Get a little bit of room. And this horse is home. Come
Traveling
on.
Gambler, are you staying up?
There we go.
Come on.
Go, no.
Come on.
Go through.
Give us the 6.
Oh.
Stay close to the front, Leo. Stay close to the front.
As long as you get 3rd, I'll be
There we
at
go.
least acceptable.
No.
6.
You
God,
fat.
God, the boys with the picks tonight. Gina Ritchie brings it home.
That was a good one.
I'm not gonna lie, Leo. That horse fared better than all of them.
Where did Owen finish?
Behind me.
Owen finished after 2 red cents.
Let's go, baby. Where's my gear? What did I win? I forgot.
Owen did finish. Yeah, Owen did finish after 2 red cents.
Behind him.
Let's go, baby. 2 red cents. I told you guys. It was a no-brainer.
It was a no-brainer.
You can interpret that any way you want.
Hey, man.
Sick burn.
How about them apples, huh?
Man, that's 6 horses.
I'm not betting money tonight. Good Lord. The 7 didn't show up at all. All right, so was that a side bet between you two?
There was a side bet there.
Yeah.
I'll hit you up on Twitter.
Looking forward to it, man.
What is the name? What is the name?
DJens_United.
All right.
Oh, this guy. So you guys hear Shu saved it, guys. I don't even know who Shu is. I'm sorry. I don't know who you're referencing. We don't know anyone by that name in this group. We don't know anyone by that name.
Nope, not here.
All right, guys.
Isn't that the guy that just broke the Dr. Oz story?
Shh, we can't give him more screen time, Dave.
All right,
He's had enough. He's had enough. All right, so are we gonna wait till it? Nah, we can wait till it updates if y'all want and see like where people are at on the leaderboard.
So let's see. So my horse finished 4th, right?
I think you're farther back than 4th.
Oh man.
No, it's 6-2-4-10.
There you go.
Who'd you have?
He was shooting. He was
2
shooting
red
for
cents,
the
right?
3.
He was shooting his shot with 2 red cents. Yeah.
Shot.
That's right. That's all right. They showed me the heart of a champion. I'll take it.
Same here. I'm glad with my pick. I had the 4.
The worst part is I had Owen as well. Where'd he run?
Oh.
Yeah, I had the
He was
6, but I also had the
back.
1. So
Ooh, so this is going to be a nice shakeup for everybody. Guys, XFL Jim might be evil.
That would be. I don't think I'd ever stop betting horses at this point. I would just nonstop. Just
Right.
Dude, this is what we do to you. We start it, you get hooked. Next thing you know, you're a degenerate.
yep.
I mean, I'm way past degenerate at this point already, so it's fine.
Bree, I have a question on the app that I can't figure out. So I have 2 stables. How do I toggle between the 2? When I click on them, it always shows me the 1 stable. Answer to that?
So if you go to my stable screen.
Okay. Oh, and I have to do it that way.
Yeah. So toggle.
That's
I'm going to add that to the list of updates. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't know why. It keeps showing me the same one over and over again, even whichever one I click on in the My Stable, and I know it's not the same.
Toggle between stables. Okay.
Like, is there a way that I could swipe left or right or whatever to see all my different stables or something? Like
Dave,
whenever
that's
I'm looking at it like this.
That's Bumble and Tinder. We're a different app.
Can I just swipe across that? Yeah, I was married way before those came out. So I don't even know what they are.
All right, show off.
That just means I'm old.
So I don't know why it's showing you one, even if you click the top or you click the second one, it's still showing you the same.
Yeah, it's showing me. So then once I click it, then it takes me to this screen, and then I like click on the name there, and then it.
But what if you click on? So where are you on the leaderboard for both of your stables?
I'm the same because so far I've had the same 3 horses, but it's the next race that they're different, and that's what I want to then see how the card makeup looks like after this race, but I can't figure it out. I seem to always have this problem, so it's likely user error than anything.
I will deal with you after this, okay?
Yeah.
We'll get it worked out. All right, we need this to update so we see where everyone is at, and then we're gonna cut it off because Rachel's got another one to go do, and then we're gonna do this every week.
Yeah.
Ooh.
hell yeah.
Woo. Bush racing. So you're there.
It's taking forever to show the final order. Like, get off the screen, guys. The cool thing about being here is my husband literally has like a freaking huge 4-thing monitor.
Wow.
Look at that.
What a
Hold on.
beaut.
And center.
So what is all behind you is what I would like to know.
Just all his shit he's accumulated. He's a hoarder. They're like ancient bass from forever ago and an old antique fishing thing, his first buck. That mellow yellow thing is sweet. And then some other bucks that he got. And just man shit. There's naked women calendar around that corner. I won't show you that. Cars and women.
Nice.
My man.
Is that mellow yellow the hood of a car, or is that like a poster?
Yeah, he got it because one of our favorite movies is Thunder.
Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder. Yeah, it's like one of our favorite movies. And when we saw that at an antique shop, we bought it. Freaking love that movie.
Bree, we've updated.
Yeah, we have.
Who's in the lead?
All right, so Stable Dexter 815 is winning, but of the group, he's over here being real silent. Blackjack is sitting in 15th.
What do you mean?
For you? Did I miss
No.
Oh man.
No, me and Dave are tied in 15th.
Jen, you're in 24th. You still got a chance.
24th, but the key is 2 red cents. You showed me the heart of a champion. You ended this on a positive note. Thank you so much.
And XFL Jim is sitting in 64th, and he's got 5 horses to go. So you're saying there's a chance. There's still a chance.
As long as you give me a chance, that's all I need to say I'm going to win.
There's a chance. There's a chance. All right, guys.
There, folks.
All right, so the side bet is of the 4 of you, the winner will get Stable Duel hat, and I'll Venmo some beer money. And then you all got your little side bets going on. But we're going to do this every week. And we're going to have new questions where you all can learn about horse racing, about Stable Duel, and guests galore. And Rachel, as always, we would love to have you back.
Next time I will, take the time to get in on the app for sure.
Well, I'll give you a little more heads up. How's that? We'll make that a fair trade.
Just a little bit. I'm good at flying by the seat of my pants. It's fine.
All right, cool. Anybody else? Anything before we go?
We're good to go. What time's the next post time? We got to get ready.
This is where my stable split off in this particular race. I went Tinder Date as one of the horses and Wild Delight. So.
Oh, we got any Kentucky Derby tip. I mean, we're really far out from Kentucky Derby.
Yep.
Anything can happen at this point, but I'm sure we'll keep in touch.
To put them this early. I like to see how it goes. And everybody wants to know so early. I like to watch and wait.
It's too soon.
See how everybody gets tested and how they react.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, one thing to end with. If you're playing now, you might as well get into this weekend's. We have a couple big. I'm failing here. Oh, there we go. We got some big contests in the Stable Duel app. We have San Felipe Scramble. There's a Beat the Pro bonus with Dan Torgman from ABR. If you beat him, you could win $500 extra. And again, only if you beat him. So you don't even have to win or finish in the money. You might win $500. That is in the Santa Anita game this weekend. And it is Tampa Bay Derby. And Blackjack, this cool kid over in his sunglasses and hat, will be there, and we'll probably do a takeover of the Stable Duel social media channels. And we know a lot of other people that will be at Tampa Bay. So lots of fun to be had in the Stable Duel app. So there you go, boys. If you're saying that you got to do this all day, every day, I mean, we're giving you action every day in the Stable Duel app. So get involved. All right.
There we go.
Sounds good.
That's right, baby.
That sounds the way to friggin' do it.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Blackjack. Thanks, Rachel. You guys are the best. Enjoy your Wednesday night, and we'll see you later.
Bye, guys.
See you guys. Good luck.
See you.